the fighter and the kid. Had to run it back, cause we back at it again. Yeah, we gon' keep it moving like it's never gonna end. When it was Brendan, when it was Brian, when it was just talking to friends. We got the kid Callan on the left, with the fighter on the right. Ay, had to do it right, cause we coming at you live. Back with the team, had to keep it OG. Must see TV. Had to do it. Yes, we did, cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. Back at it again, it's the fighter and the kid. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid. We're out.
Come on, baby.
Jeff Dye, ladies and gentlemen, on a
back.
Friday. He's
Thanks for
back.
having me back, boys.
MLB's finest.
I love
dude.
it here. That's why I'm holding this.
Mr.
you know?
First Pitch.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you've
We're
done-
getting you set up.
How fast you pitch, Jeff? What's your? If we were to clock your pitch,
I could throw probably, if we're talking fastball,
Yeah.
not a curveball, not a knuckler,
Yeah.
at
No
least,
junk.
At least 55.
well, now Daddy threw 63 or something, and that was the fastest I could do.
Really?
Yeah, recently.
I bet I could if I warmed up and stuff. I think I could hit 60s easy.
Yeah, I think you can throw better than I could.
Well, when I throw the first pitches, I'm not trying to throw it as fast as I
No,
can.
that's where people mess up.
Yeah,
No.
and so it's
Try to get it in
It
there.
always gets about
Have
50.
you had any of them go just awful like 50 Cent or Conor McGregor?
One time. But one time I was at it was a minor league game. I was throwing it for the Salt Lake City Bees.
That's where you want to mess up. at.
Exactly. And I go out there, and nobody cares. They go, Jeff Dye. And there's like two other people going to throw a first pitch. One's like a little girl. And so I throw it, and I hold on to it too long because I try to really whip it in there, and it just hit off the dirt,
Damn.
popped over the thing. Everyone booed me.
Fair.
And I'm such a people pleaser. I'm like, what? Like, why'd you boo me? Whatever. So the little girl throws a pitch. She throws it, she might as well spit
Wasted
it out of her
time,
mouth.
yeah.
It went like
Yeah.
5 feet. And so as a goof, I go, you didn't boo her. And I start yelling at the crowd. And then they're all looking at me like this. And then her dad's looking at me like, what? Like,
The joke falls flat.
Yeah, just buried yourself even more.
so I
God.
botched the pitch and botched a joke.
But I think at those major league parks, do you get a warm up like the day before or anything?
Some
Because
places
people don't
let you.
realize it's a mound, so the mounds are higher.
Yeah.
People don't realize
Oh,
you're
yeah.
pitching down like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
It helps.
Yes.
Well, I was with Kevin Bay. He wanted me to stand there and do some batting practice with these like Dominican starters. These guys who are just like one guy's
Dominican
6'7".
starters.
Dominican
two-
starters.
I know. He's 6'7". He's a guy who's
You just say
from the
professional
DR.
baseball.
I
Don't
know.
say Dominican
I know.
starters, right?
Dominican starters.
But
You sound 70.
I know, but he's 6'7".
These colored
270.
fellas.
Yes.
I was with these colored fellers, and they
Yeah.
like baseball.
They even had some Asian starters.
They can
Yeah, you
throw.
believe that?
They can throw, but he
They're letting
throws-
Asians in the
Venezuelan
league.
catchers over there with the
But he
Dominican
routinely
starters.
throws 100 miles an hour, and I go. He said, well, "I want you to see what that's like," and I go, "I'm not going to stand there
Yeah.
because I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of getting hit." And he said, "He'll never hit you. That's how accurate they are." And I was like, "Until
Never?
he does, though, right?
Yeah,
Until he
never?
does."
In that situation, he won't. But also,
I'm just saying, never.
but yeah.
sometimes they hit each other.
Yeah, on
But
accident,
100
you
miles
just
an
lose
hour, you're
control.
not
But it's
getting
when
out
they're
of the way.
throwing junk. Like it's out of control. Never
Oh, really?
fastball.
Oh, is that
Okay.
right?
It's usually when
Okay.
trying to throw junk. Yeah.
Got it. So if you're throwing like a fastball, it's almost
That guy? No.
No.
You kidding me? No.
Here's a question
That
for you,
accurate.
both you guys.
You also don't need to do it though, right?
How much to just get drilled? How much
I'm
to
not
let
jackass.
a pro pitcher let you just
Wait, but just
plunk
for
you?
my buddies, or am I on TV? Like if I'm on
Well, we're gonna film it.
WGN and I'm in a Cubs
gonna film
jersey,
it.
You're fine, dude. You got all that muscle.
Yeah, you'll be
Oh,
good.
I don't know.
I
It hits
would
you in
not
the
be-
Well, it's gonna
ribs.
suck.
It hits you,
but you're
or-
bigger than
on the-
most Major League Baseball players.
I feel
They
I'm
get
average.
hit all the time.
I'm
you're,
average.
You're
for
actually a
baseball.
little. Yeah, they're huge.
They're
Those
huge.
guys
Like
are
Aaron Judge. You've
They're
seen Aaron
huge.
You
Judge?
named
Yeah.
the biggest baseball player besides pitchers.
No, but a lot of them are very big. They're
That
220, 230.
The Korean chin for the Angels?
Kurt Suzuki.
No.
You mean the Japanese
Shohei
guy?
Ohtani?
Yeah,
Japanese.
Shohei Ohtani,
guy.
Japanese, yeah,
Ohtani,
yeah.
he's the best player in the league.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Pitches,
But these
runs,
guys,
hits.
Yeah, but these guys, baseball players come in all shapes and sizes. That's one of my favorite things about baseball. Is you'll see fat guys, you see little
Yeah.
guys, tall guys.
But almost
skinny
all of them
guys.
are over 200, though.
I mean, maybe
You know
'cause
why?
they're grown
You know why
men,
they
but
did
I'm
that?
saying this is not the body type of an average baseball player. You're like a lot stronger than these guys.
Yeah, I'm
You-
like
you-
Jeff Bagwell.
You're bigger than Baggy.
Not his quads and ass.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, juicy Jeff Bagwell.
Yeah, but you-
bring that up, Chin. Juicy Bagwell.
I love
And then
Bagwell.
Mark's built like Mark McGuire.
Jeff Bagwell.
How is
Mark is the size of Mark McGuire.
100.
And Mark
Am I
McGuire's
biggest
arms
I
are
could
bigger.
be?
100%.
Am I biggest I could be?
He was
I gonna say,
270.
They're huge guys.
At least you,
You
guys
don't
are naming
realize how big their
steroid
arms
players.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me,
Baggy.
and Mark. That's me, and Mark, right there.
Those are big boys.
Look at that one with the squat, a fourth in the middle row. That one. That is. Look at those.
That's
thighs.
Jeff Bagwell.
That's a
you know
big
what?
boy.
I remember.
Slow,
You know,
dude.
I'm bigger than him. I remember.
You're way big, you're way taller.
I know. I thought
and
he was
stronger.
bigger. I thought he was bigger.
But a lot of those guys are 6'4", and a lot of them are
they're not.
No, not a lot.
240.
They're not.
So
No,
I
they're not.
stood.
No, they're not.
I'm like taller than all of them. I'm
So
6'4".
hold on. I
Jen,
stood
go
in a
average
lineup.
size and weight of MLB player. It's not 6'4", 240.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not
even
the average.
close.
But I stood in the lineup with the Yankees. I could not fucking believe how big they were. They were all huge. And I'm talking about a lot of them were your size. A lot.
So average player 6'2", 207 pounds.
That's big. That's big. 6'2", 207. That's not. That's average. That's average. Meaning, it is not uncommon to see 6'4", 240.
I don't know why I even care so much about this. I'm so passionate about it. But like, there's a ton of fat guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of out of shape guys.
A lot of fat.
That's what's great about baseball.
Yeah.
That's what's
Are they
cool
fat,
about
though?
it. They don't have
super
to.
fat.
Oh yeah,
Really?
pitchers that just sling it, or like they're like
Yeah.
chubby hitters. It's the only sport where you see fat guys.
Yeah, it's great.
You'll see small guys, skinny guys. The pitchers are the tallest. That's where that height is coming from.
Pitchers
when it comes
are
to
so
average.
big.
So like 6'7", 6'10".
Right.
Yes.
There's a
That's
7-foot
weird.
pitcher right now.
Correct. Yeah, like the 6'6" is like pretty standard for pitching now because the angle they're coming down now.
This is great.
This
Is
is
that Prince
great.
Fielder? This is pretty old.
But also
That's a large man right there.
This is 12 years ago.
Oh my
But also think about like was it Altuve for the
Jose Altuve? Yeah, tiny.
Tiny. You ever seen him? B?
No.
He's tiny.
Actually, I know we're making you guys Google up.
Big
bombs.
Poppy Ortiz. How's David
Google,
Ortiz doing?
Google
after he got
Jose
shot?
Altuve next to Aaron Judge because there's a ton of photos of them at second base together. Watch this.
Next to Aaron Judge.
Well, just Aaron
He
Judge,
might be
Jose Altuve. It'll come right up.
5'5".
Really?
Hits.
Check this out.
homers.
Look at that picture.
Shit, that's that real?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
real.
Yeah.
So he was MVP at the bottom.
Because he's the shortest guy in the league next to the tallest guy.
What?
No.
What? That's real. That's real.
That's
real.
insane.
He's tiny.
That's
Because
so
Altuve's
weird.
like the size of like a little boy.
Yeah, he's
the
And,
size of a jockey.
But he's easily the best second baseman, probably one of the best players in baseball,
For
and he's
sure.
tiny.
That's crazy.
And Aaron
right
Judge
there.
is a monster.
You know what's weird about baseball is I was at Javier's in Newport, and Mike Trout came in there.
Oh, nice.
And my girl, like, he was just by himself, not that thick.
No?
And he came in, and I was like, in my head, I clocked him, like, that's fucking Mike Trout. My girl's like, who's that? I'm like, well, and at the time, this is like 4 years ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, he is the best baseball player on earth.
Yeah.
And she's like, that guy? I'm like,
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, and nobody knows him? Like, that's baseball.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, unless you're like, man, I don't
You know,
know.
knows
even
a
I
bunch
know
of
Trout.
dudes like we talked about before.
Dudes,
like
yeah,
like we
dudes.
know all. Like,
nobody, no pictures, nothing. This isn't Orange County.
Yeah.
Like, no one gave a fuck, dude.
You know what's funny about me too is like, you know how people want to go like, I don't care about celebrities, I don't get starstruck. I genuinely don't, except when it comes to pro athletes.
Really?
Oh man, if you put me in the
too.
same room with like Mike Trout, I would be just like asking him all these questions.
I'm the opposite.
I love
I'm
it.
the complete opposite. Mine's comics. Like,
Really?
when I saw, what's his name? Great fucking comic. Monster. Dave Attell.
Mm-hmm.
When we were staying at the same hotel, and he was out there, and I saw him smoking a cigarette, I was like so nervous. And I was all, this is what I said to him. I go, you waiting for an Uber too? And he's all, what? I was all, I'm waiting for an Uber. And he's like, okay. And I was like, have a good day. I was so nervous.
You just annoyed him.
Yeah.
He's like, why is this giant guy talking to me?
Cigarette.
I bet it'd been
you,
cool to
You
you.
lived the pro athlete thing, so I've seen you around pro athletes that
Nah, I
are
don't
pretty
give
well.
a
You're like,
flying
whatever.
fuck, no.
You know what?
Baseball
You know what it
players.
is.
I mean, I love it.
But I only like
there's a
baseball
mystery.
jerseys.
Anything
It's my
there's a
favorite
mystery
thing.
to. If there's a mystery, like I sat next to it, like I remember this guy was like, he recognized me on the plane, and he's asked me questions. Right? He's like, he goes, "Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm just a fan, and I've just always been fascinated with comedy." And he's asking me questions, and then he goes, "I'm sorry. You know how they goes, I'm sorry I asked. Oh, they don't want to bother you." And I go, "Dude, I get it. Forget it. I mean, if you were a brain surgeon, I'd probably be asking you 1,000 questions." And he goes, I am a brain surgeon.
Wow.
And he goes here, and he was on his way to a conference. He
fire
was showing
away.
me all the things he was working on. Dude, he couldn't have gotten away from me faster. I was like, and another question I have about the brain.
Well, you know, I sat behind Christian Yelich. He's a really handsome kid, plays for the Brewers.
Bring him up.
Yeah, he used to play for the Miami Marlins. Handsome kid, you know.
Yeah.
He's
Really good
He
player.
looks very young, but he's a really good player. Played for the USA team. He's awesome. I sat behind him on an airplane, and so when you're directly behind someone, if they're looking at their phone,
He looks like Schwarzenegger's son.
it's like you're looking
Probably
at.
does.
It's like you're looking at his
Yeah.
phone
Oh, and-
because I'm right between
I'll
the
tell you right
seats.
now, if we're on a plane and you're on your phone, I'm looking.
Oh, for
I
sure.
can't help- I'm looking.
For sure.
Dude, I've read some shit.
knows,
And
he
he's going to
knows
his
he-
Instagram DMs and he goes to the message request and it's just Broad City. I mean, there's just so many
of
girls
course.
in there, and he's just
Of course.
scrolling. I was like, man, this guy's got it.
Well,
made.
you know what I was doing? I realized somebody was doing that to me. I was looking up, I typed in, black studs or something like that because I was sending black dudes. So I was sending pictures to Leanne.
Why would you do that?
I'm on a throw with Leanne and
Black
Sasso and those
starters.
guys.
That's what
and
you looked
Yeah, they were
up.
just talking about stuff, and I just sent them. Like I was like, "Happy Monday, guys," and I sent them this fucking really good looking black guy.
And someone saw it?
Well, I googled a bunch of it.
Brian Googled, are blacks allowed in restaurants? Just old school. Just like,
Well, my girl.
Are they allowed in the front of the plane? Because he's in the front.
My
He's
sit
feet-
next to a
so
black.
worried.
Is this legal?
my fiance also like dated black dudes, like athletes in college. So
That turns you on.
Yeah, I never let her
About her
lose it.
getting railed by Rodney.
Hey, hold on, dude. Don't go there.
like,
but I said,
out
hey.
racism in me.
I would send
today.
I'd send her pictures of a guy like that, like a really
I
good looking
get it.
dude. I'd go, I'm sitting next to this guy and he likes to swing. Goosh. She's like, you're such a
Like, God damn it.
So
Does she
I
get
got black
is
guys.
she cool about it, or does she get annoyed
She's
with
the
that?
best.
Yeah.
She's the fucking best.
Yeah.
But I literally do that to different people, but I realized that the guy behind me was looking. I could see.
But you know there's a cover you can put over your phone where it
I
makes
need
it
it.
blurry unless
I
you're there.
need
I
it.
need that because
I need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I am Snoopy McGee.
You're Snoopy
I'll
McGee.
be like, oh, I hope you figure
Well, what's
it
the
out.
best thing you've seen then? Because I mean, I always think like they can look at whatever I'm looking at. Them, they might see some nudes or something that a girl sent me. But other than that, what is?
black cock. If I'm in my case,
It's a pretty big.
that's
yeah.
gonna be. That's
Well,
gonna
I mean,
be
like,
weird.
What
if
have
they-
you
if they
seen
don't
on
know.
other people's phones that was worth?
A lot of it's stupid. Also, like when you're on a plane and someone's filming the takeoff, I want to go, don't do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
That's annoying.
If it's a young person, I want to go, hey, don't do that.
That's
what do you
hilarious.
mean? Right? Like nobody wants to see that.
Nobody.
Right?
Nobody.
You're not gonna rewatch this.
Well,
No,
when I was.
Oh, remember
But-
that
but
time I was on a plane? It took off.
But if you're at a zoo and there's like someone just taking pictures of the animal, I want to go, hey.
Same, but same thing. I was on a safari.
If I can Google it,
Yeah.
don't post that.
I'm on a safari in Africa and everybody's taking pictures of the cheetah. I go,
Different,
But
different,
still, even then, I'm like,
different.
there are much better pictures of a cheetah lying in the dirt right now.
Right.
Yeah, I know that you were there and you want to get a cheetah, but it's just a cheetah in the dirt. You're never actually going to look at it. If I'm petting a cheetah, if a cheetah's jumping on me, now we got a different story.
Or if it's attacking something,
Correct.
you're filming, like, look at this cheetah,
That's
eat this gazelle dick first,
That's
then
big.
film that for
Yes.
us.
Well, what if later in life you go, I saw a cheetah in the wild. People
The
go,
kid's
no,
all
you
bullshit.
didn't. You can just go, hey.
Oh, well, me and my girl went
pass
to
out.
this doctor yesterday in the IVF, because
Yeah.
we want to have a girl, so we're trying to make sure it's a girl. And this doctor, we sit down, and and I haven't eaten either, so I'm starving. And he's talking like, he's getting real detailed. And I kept trying to cut him off. I go, no, I understand that. So as far as the cost, just so we can jump to the next thing, and my girl hits me like this, I'm like, okay. And then he's like, so with the embryo, and you're gonna take a thing, I go, no, I know that, and the sperm goes in. So here's the thing, what are the just give me the percentages, then the price, and then we'll get this thing rolling, right? And he's like,
I just want a girl.
he keeps powering through. He's like, right. So the thing, and I was like, oh my God. Halfway through, I went, well, I'm going to leave now. My girl goes, you're so rude. I went, I got to go, right? Because I got this, and I know how embryos and babies work, and I got this. So let me know
100%.
the price, and I'm going to get the fuck out of her. And dude, she was like, you're the rudest person in the world. I went, I'm not, though. I'm efficient. So just tell me the price. We'll take care of it, right? And we'll get out of here.
But also, why isn't he picking up on the fact that you don't want to hear all
Because
that?
he was 70.
He's rude.
Yeah.
He was 70 and
He's
just
rude.
wanted, and he's lonely and wants somebody to talk to.
Yeah, and he feels important when he talks his doctor talk.
Oh, dude, and he was like, the chromosomes, and so there's 40, and I was like,
Yeah. My ex when she was pregnant, we had our gyno was a guy who was probably like us, who was like, all right, let's just get this, And so he goes, questions. He's, these guys do this all the time.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have questions from people their first time, they don't know anything. And I remember my ex goes, I have a craving for beer. I don't know what it is. I don't like beer usually, but I have a craving for beer. Why? And he goes, probably the carbs. More questions? She had a follow-up question about the beer. And he goes, yep. Probably the carbs. I could tell. He was like,
He's just like, why
he was
am I
like, he was like
answering
this.
this?
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, that far away staring. Probably the carbs.
Yeah.
Get me the fuck
fuck
out.
out.
It
Dumb
wasn't-
question. Dumb
She
question.
was just like wondering
Why does
about her
anyone
body.
have cravings? It's
oh, dude,
your body.
our what do you call him? OBGYN or whatever.
Yes.
I'm not lying. My girl loves this guy because he's Latin, and I'm not even being exact. He's 91, and
No,
he can't.
he's still working at
But
91.
he's seen every vagina in the world. Any problem
Yeah,
that
of course.
happens, he's seen it. So
Yep.
that's what you want. So she
Yep.
feels comfortable with him, but he can't hear.
Well,
very
he's
well.
also not going to perv on her, too.
No, not at all. He's
91.
90. He's,
Yeah.
he's just trying to stay alive. at
Yeah,
this point.
exactly.
So I tell my girl, I'm like, you really think it's the best choice? Like, he could die at any second. And we're going to have to restart this process. But he can't hear very well. So when we
any
go in there, I'll just say stuff like, seen a bunch of big dicks lately? And he'll be like, what'd you say? I'm like, you seen big dicks lately? And he's all, I'm sorry, one more time. Like, have you been busy lately? I'll just keep throwing it. You know?
best.
Like,
That's
any
great.
hairy vaginas lately? And he'll be like, I'm sorry, one more time. I'm like, hairy vaginas? Like, real slow. My girl's like, well, you're the worst person on earth. I'm like, no, I'm so bored. I'm trying to have some.
I got to shake it up too. I got to shake that shit up.
Don't you wish you were autistic?
Hey, B, now when you're on the road doing all this travel, man, you got to get your greens
I
in,
need
dude.
nutrition, but
Me
I can't
too, Bubba.
find. But where do I get? Let me ask you a question. Where do I get a probiotic? Where do I
Yes.
get a prebiotic? Where do I get
Multivitamin.
I want 75. If I wanted 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients. If I wanted a multivitamin, I want a multi-mineral. If I wanted a green superfood blend in one serving, what do I do? That's the
It's
problem.
so weird because this episode of Fire Kids is brought to you by Athletic Greens. Dude, their
Aw.
AG1, one thing with all the best things, one little scoop, all right, one scoop.
Yeah, one scoop.
And 8 ounces of
Is
water.
it high quality and bioavailable ingredients?
Dude, it's the best, bro. And whatever diet you're on, this fills the void, fills the gaps. Join the movement of athletes, moms, dads, stepmoms, stepdads, aunts, uncles, podcasters, comedies, and everything in between. All right? They make it easy. Athletic Greens is going to give you an immune supporting free 1 year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase if you visit athleticgreens.com/fighter today. Again, all you got to do, go to athleticgreens.com/fighter to take control of your health and give AG1 a try.
It's real.
Now, B, you know me, I don't do anything. Stand-up podcasting, life in general, without a little kratom.
Well, you gotta keep yourself calm but focused.
Dude,
Right?
it's my limitless
Yeah,
pill.
but hold on.
You got to be able to trust somebody.
Yeah, I was
dude.
gonna say I don't trust
It's the Wild West.
Like, where do I get? I want the super speciosa.
That's
I
what
want
you
the
want?
best. Like, if I want the purest, where do I go?
When you want someone to trust, again, Super Speciosa, it has only one ingredient, pure kratom leaf, kids.
Is that
highest
the top
quality.
1% of kratom produced in the world?
Yeah, dude. All
All
right.
right.
And listen, 100% satisfaction. They guarantee it or your money back. What's up, daddy? Trying to
Okay.
try kratom? Now we got you. Super Speciosa got you all day, dude.
Is it harvested exclusively in Southeast East Asia, and every harvest is different? Huh?
Yeah, dude. And once the current supply sells out, you can take a month to restock. So
right.
get on it, dude. Take advantage of this deal. Right now, Super Speciosa is giving you a massive discount. All you got to do is go to getsuperleaf.com/fighter. Use the promo code FIGHTER for 20% off. That's getsuperleaf.com/fighter. Promo code FIGHTER for 20% off. Getsuperleaf.com/fighter. Promo code FIGHTER for 20% off this delicious kratom.
There you go.
I'm like, no, I'm so bored. I'm trying to have some.
I gotta shake it up too. I gotta shake that shit up.
Don't you wish you were autistic? Have you seen that show Love on the Spectrum?
Yeah.
One of my faves.
Bro.
Have you watched the Australia one? The first
The
season?
first one,
Or
yeah, I
the-
watched that, and now I'm watching the new one. I didn't know they made American version.
Dude, let's make friends with the old guy on there.
It is.
He seems so fun.
I like James too. Like James seems super.
Is that the guy medieval
He's got
times
the
guy?
blonde? Yeah,
He's insane.
The heavy set like Indian guy. This is what made me think of it. His mom is
he's
giving
tough.
this beautiful speech where she's like, They said that he would never graduate from school. They said that he couldn't go to college. You've done all these things. And in the middle of her speech for his birthday, he goes, "When are you going to be done talking?"
It's the best. Hey, so I'm not even trying to be mean.
I wish I could.
I'm not even trying to be mean. He looks like, type in villain in the movie Spawn, and
look
he
at him.
is
He's the best.
spot on. He
goes, "When he
It
goes."
is what it is. This is my gift as a comic.
Spawn.
He is Spawn villain, played by your boy John whatever.
Oh, that guy.
No, there he is.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen this.
Yeah,
guy.
It's pretty good.
that's amazing.
What's up?
Yeah, same
What's up,
shape.
dude? That was in 1992. Deep call.
That's a
Isn't that
deep
weird?
callback.
Isn't that- how
dude.
weird
Look
is that?
at him.
My
So
brain
good
works
at
like
that
that.
stuff.
Isn't that weird? Identical, dude.
Look at him.
Same nose, same teeth, same shape of the head.
Yeah.
Same expression too.
Yeah, he has.
You should consider that for Halloween.
sweet.
But him and the girl hit it. What I
do
love
they
about
love each other?
What I love
they're
about Love
dating.
on the Spectrum is it goes 0 to 100. They will go on a date and then literally be like, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?"
Yeah, I
And they're
love
like,
you.
Yep, I love you. I love you too. We should get married. Let's get married. Within 40 minutes, it's
No way,
They're
no.
very
Well, like the next day,
very
she's like,
honest.
"I've got to break up with James," and you're like, "What? You said I love you to
Yeah.
him at
You're
the
never
thing."
getting another one. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
Do that.
you know, a lot of times high function autistics have one part missing. So there's no lead up. There's just like they look at you and go, "Who are you? You're pretty."
Yeah,
And that's it, you know?
But that's why the show is so great because you realize like the honesty, like we could all learn from
Oh,
like
for
the
sure.
honesty that they have, like especially if there's not a match, like the guy you like, the medieval times
Yeah,
guy,
he's awesome.
he goes, he's great. He goes with another autistic girl and they do this medieval times thing, and he's like, they're doing the fake battles, and he thinks it's real. He's like, come on, red team, no! Like the guy dies.
Honor your country.
And even she's like, is this dude on the spectrum? It's like, yeah, bitch, so are you.
all are, yeah.
So they get done, and he's just, he's too much. Like, and she goes, you know what? I think we're better as friends. And you can tell he's like, oh. But there's no bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
There's no like lead on, like no bullshit.
Also, if you went on one bad date, right? Like, let's say you went on a date, you're not feeling the girl. That would be that, right? They'll call each other after like one bad date and be like, yeah, I don't think that we're a good match. I can't see you anymore.
Nothing.
Okay,
They
I
leave
hope you're
nothing
not
open.
sad. And
They
it's
leave
like,
nothing open.
you wouldn't have to do that after a bad date. You would just not
Like,
talk to
you know
him. Or,
the deal. Like, this was terrible.
You didn't like it either.
I don't watch it because it makes me sad.
No,
You're
you won't
wrong.
feel sad.
You're wrong.
Really?
You're wrong. You're gonna watch it, and it's inspiring.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Do they find
A lot of them do. A lot of them find love, and then also you see them
Are
like.
they lonely for their whole life though? Mostly.
So hey, there's this guy on there who's like 61, or whatever.
Yeah.
He's never had sex, never had a girlfriend. I want when I reschedule my date in San Francisco. Sorry, canceled. When I reschedule, hopefully he's okay with the grind there. But when I reschedule, I just want to reach out to him like, dude, let's have coffee.
Yeah,
he's
awesome.
He's so genuine and nice. He's never had a girlfriend. And my problem is they set him up on that date. That girl shows up with purple hair.
I know.
Mexican girl. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, here's my
you know
thing.
my man's not
Well, that's
into
gonna
this.
throw
Two
him off.
things.
Oh, right away he's like, oh, your hair is, because again, they're very honest. He goes,
Yeah.
your hair is interesting.
And he had a picture in his mind that he saw, and then she
Felt
surprised him.
deceived. He got catfished
Yeah.
by the hair.
But his dates are fire.
But what I was gonna say about he's good. He's good.
Takes him down the Fisherman's Wharf. They go on boats, fishing.
Wow.
And he'll be like, do you like tart? She's like, yeah. It takes her to the best tart place. And then she'll be like, we should do
what's
this
the
again.
problem?
She goes, we should do this again. He'll go, I'll look at my schedule and I will let you know. But, I'm very busy.
I can tell you exactly what the problem is. The problem is that because it is such a spectrum, autism, nobody wants to be with someone farther down the cognitive ladder. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Well, that's like homeboys,
so
right?
I probably wouldn't ideally want to date someone on the spectrum, right? That sounds rude, but I probably wouldn't. I want someone that's more like at my level of understanding or whatever.
Depends.
And then so they're the same. They'll be on the spectrum, but they don't want somebody who's like, Down syndrome
Well, it's
or
like
like
that-
far. So
well,
they're
it's like
all
that-
it's hard to match.
I dated somebody I think who was on the spectrum, and I couldn't figure out what the.
Oh, you'll
fuck.
know. You'll
Yeah, like I couldn't figure out what she was. Not. She was trying to. She said she was an actress,
Mm-hmm.
and then she said I worked with such and such. I worked with such and such. She was so hot.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. I couldn't figure it out. She was so hot.
But you couldn't make a connection.
I was like, why
a lot
is
of
this
them
girl
can't make
not?
connections.
But why is she not scooped up?
Why does she have food all over her face?
Right.
When she eats.
Yeah.
Like we were.
Why is her makeup like the Joker?
Right.
It's just fucking.
Why does she have her bra on the outside of her sweater?
Do you know what she said to me?
Can't pick-
You know what
get a
she said
finger
to me?
on it.
She said, I
Right,
knew
can't
something
figure
was
that
up.
out.
We were on a date, and we had fooled around. We had sex. She was like, everything was good. I couldn't figure out. And she goes, we're eating dinner, and she goes,
Friends all
I
shoes
said, I
and
got to
mute.
get some plants.
Just get plants.
Listen to this. I said, I want to get some plants. I never got this. I want to get some plants.
You said I want to
yeah,
get plants
for my apartment. I'm thinking about getting. I said something. I'm going to go buy some plants.
you randomly
tomorrow.
spurt that
And
out?
she said, "You're going to buy plants." I go, "Yeah," and I want a dog. And you know what she said?
Are you on the spectrum?
She said, "I am on the spectrum."
She goes, I'm
I
dating a
am.
retarded guy.
Yeah, she's like, this guy's retarded. I want plants and a dog. She's all,
Yeah, she goes,
so get it, bitch.
Yeah, can we finish having sex
That's
first?
not how I said
She's like,
it.
I'm sucking your dick.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah,
talking
Why
about?
do you want
Yeah.
a fucking
Just
plant?
that's how I say that when I come. I want plants and a dog.
Plants and a golden retriever.
Plants and a-
Also, even those two things shouldn't be in the same
You know what she
sentence.
said though?
And a dog.
This is where I knew something was off. This dawned on me.
I mean, something's a lot
I
with
just
you.
remembered this after
This
27
story,
years.
yeah.
She said, she goes, just get a fake one. And I said, what? She goes, get a fake dog and get fake plants. That way you don't have to water them and you don't have to walk it.
But it's not
Dead
that
Serious.
dog.
Dead serious.
That
Dead serious.
And that's where you were like, oh, I think she's
Yeah,
on the
but
spectrum?
that's when I went.
To me, I was like, oh, she's a genius.
Yeah, yeah,
But
she's
I
just
thought
like
she
a
was
really.
I thought she was joking, and then I found out she said she worked with Morgan Freeman, all these people. She was an extra, and you saw in one
yeah.
movie. I'm not joking. You saw just her, like her.
Well,
her
technically,
dress.
but she did.
She
But
worked
technically,
with him.
she did.
She
That's
did,
Hollywood.
but that's also very.
She worked with them the
that's
same
al-
way a fake plant works
Yes,
with Morgan
yes,
Freeman.
that's
Yeah.
missing.
She's a
That's
prop.
missing something.
I don't know, dude.
Oh, it is. Get a fake
feel
dog.
like
Get
She's
a
just
fake plants, and I
misleading.
work-
Yeah, but saying that she
No,
worked
I'm
with
not
him.
more concerned that
It's-
you have your
it's
shit
missing.
together and you were like, I want to plant and a dog.
Yeah,
Well, I was young and,
And
I
I'd
was
be
like,
like, oh,
I wanted to
it's-
make my apartment cool.
Yeah,
Then
in
I
your
wanted a
own
dog.
story, you made yourself the autistic
Yeah.
guy.
I said
You're the one on the spectrum.
But no, you said I went like this. I
want
to play on a
shit.
dog.
Well, I figured she was like, I can't decide. Should I get the scallops or steak? Y'all, I want to plan on a dog.
Yeah.
She's
There
all.
you go.
I didn't say it.
She's all. You're
After you said we
scaring
had
me.
sex together. Because
Yeah.
we fooled around. Nah, we had sex.
I know. She had a
But
great
no,
body.
don't see that show. I think a lot of people might not watch because like, oh, it's gonna make me sad. No.
Also,
It kind of makes you sad if you're a parent and you see the mom. Once the girl finds love, she's crying. She's like, oh my god, somebody actually loves my daughter.
Yeah.
That's a connect. That's kind of a heartbreaker.
I was gonna say the secret to that show is the parents' relationship.
Yes.
When they talk about their kid and like what the journey that their son or daughter's been through, that's when I get teary-eyed every time.
You don't want to see your child alone. You don't.
Well,
want
but no, they don't mind them alone. They just are. There's so much risk with a relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, now my son can get his heart broken.
Yeah.
Now my son's gonna have this
Lonely.
expectation of a first date.
Well, what's the guy that you like? What's his name?
James. Just
James?
from this season.
Yeah.
I like Michael from the Australian
Oh,
version.
dude,
That's my guy,
dinosaurs.
yeah.
What's up, dog? I would love to.
he
have
was
I
my
can't
favorite
stand. I
guy.
can't take people's feelings
No,
being hurt.
but-
You ever
but-
see somebody eating alone and you feel terrible for them?
Yeah, I
You
sit
wanna-
down. I
you
sit
wanna
down next to
cry.
them, and they think
Yeah,
I'm on the
I do
spectrum.
it every day.
Yeah. They're all, do you have CT? I'm like, I do, but listen, I don't have a lot of time left.
I do, but
I don't have a lot of time
Jeffrey
left.
have
Tambor, the
CT.
actor, said there was a guy in New York City who was sitting alone. And you know, as an actor, you're supposed to talk to taxi drivers, sit with people, talk to strangers, pick up on characters. And he saw the guy, and he's like doing this thing, and he starts talking to him, and he says, "Is that good?" And he goes, "Yes, I eat it every day here." He said, "Oh, good." And he said, they're talking and stuff. And he said, I'm an actor. He goes, "Oh, you're an actor. Wonderful. That's really amazing. What do you do?" He goes, "I do some theater and I did a TV show." "Oh, wow, it's amazing." And the guy, and he's sitting with Tampa, he goes, "What do you do?" He goes, "Nothing right now, but I plan on killing the president."
oh my god,
Just keeps moving
Just
on.
kept eating. He's like,
They're all, what the fuck?
"Oh, this guy's."
I'm gonna steal
serious."
that line.
That's hilarious.
That's
"Nothing right
hilarious.
now, but I plan on killing.
That's hilarious. Dude, I ate by myself last night at this taco place by the Laugh Factory. It was buzzing. It has like pink hot
Yeah.
like neon signs. You know what I'm talking about? I was starving. I got done and I thought I was going to do
I think it's
another
called
set.
Pink Taco.
No, not there. It's right by kind of the improv back there off right there. Anyway,
Yep.
but it was packed, like young kid, like it was the scene. I was like, I love their tacos because I can eat just the meat. They'll do just the meat. So I went there. I sat by myself, and these guys noticed me, and they're like, "Oh, Shab, what's up?" I'm like, "What's up, man?" And like, "Oh, you were at the laughter." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." And they're like, "You eating by yourself?" I was like,
Yep.
"Yep."
And I like
but
it
it was
that way.
packed.
Yeah.
And I'm just there by myself. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but I don't think that's as bad.
I'm like,
And
oh, I look
also-
like a psychopath.
No, you don't.
No?
People eat alone all the time.
I prefer.
I go to a bar alone sometimes. Just watch
See
the
that?
game.
That's a little weird.
So I'll just watch the game, get some
Yeah.
food,
Yeah, sure.
chat to the bartender or whoever's next to me.
This is Jeff is the last American bro. That should be your next special.
The last American bro.
Last American. Call it
Last-
American
I might
Broner.
The
actually.
last bro.
Yeah.
The last bro bender. Because
Bro bender.
dude, last bro bender. There you go. Yeah, I got you, dude. Because we went to the Lakers game. We're driving I'm driving back. It's 11 o'clock at night. And Jeff goes, "So what now?" And I go, What do you mean, what now? He goes, "You want to go to a bar or something by my house?" I go, "Absolutely not."
Well, I have kids, so
Well,
no.
I was like, "No, you'll be up at like 5, dude. I'll just drop you off." And he goes, "Oh, don't drop me off at home. Can you drop me off at the bar?" And I was like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "I'll have some."
Home is lonely,
Yeah, we'll
dude.
figure
Home
it
is
out, bro.
lonely.
No,
Yeah,
but you just
My house is boring.
drop them off at a bar. You want to get 2 beers, chills.
Jeff, when you meet,
great.
when you
Every
date a
night's a
girl,
great time.
Oh no, I was like, I love this guy. This is so cool.
when
I
you
would
date
never
a,
do that.
Yeah,
It's
when you
the
date a
best.
girl though, is the do you have any girlfriend friends, or is it hard to connect in that sense?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of female comics, which is
Yeah.
shocking because they always are at war with me. But I when they're not on stage, I love them.
Yeah.
No, but like I have a lot of girls that I know that are like bros. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They got cocks and beards.
I don't know if they got cogs.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Dude, but how old are you, Jeff?
I'm 39.
And do you stress out about like getting a girl, like settling down?
Not anymore.
You'd be such a good dad.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm obsessed with kids, and
You'd be
like
a great
also like
dad.
it'd be fun.
Such a good dad.
Yeah.
It just I think when you stress about it is like I don't know, like I don't think about it much.
Do you want
I did
that?
for a while. Yeah, I did for like a year. I was like, man, I lost her. I'm gonna figure this out. And now I'm
Because
like,
you want to
fuck
figure it out with her.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I wanted to do it with that person, but now that's not gonna happen. I'm back to not caring anymore.
And you're just back.
Not
to
worried about it. If it happens,
dating.
it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you have a problem getting girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see but that's a pitfall because there's that you have all the options
All the
in the
options.
world, and at some point you're gonna want to hang on to one of those options, have kiddos.
Yeah, but I've
'Cause if
only
you're
met one out
50
of all the girls I've ever met that I go, oh, we'll do it with this one. That's bad.
See, you and I
ratio.
are like the kind of guys, like, if you put me out there again, I would date, and then I'd find one I'd be like, ah, fuck.
Oh, daddy falls in love
That's
very
it.
easily.
Me too.
Really?
Like, yeah.
How many times have you been in love?
50,000. I literally, I love everybody.
What about you, Cal?
Yeah, same thing. Like I'll date and I raise a storm, and then I'll just find that one girl gets under my skin, and I'll just be like, "Fuck, man!" Like my girl now, my fiance.
And I'll
It's
give
too
them the
cool.
world. Like you name it. Like
Well,
take
that's
my
awesome.
Ferrari.
100%.
Here's money. They're like,
I remember when it happened with Joe. I got a text from him, and he's doing his thing, and he just goes, like, I knew something was up because when she came to my house, I had little kids, and my wife at the time said, "What? Look at, I love this girl." I said, "Why?" She goes, "Look at how she connects with these children. Watch
yeah.
her, and look at how classy she is. Watch how she does this." And she was watching you, and she was watching her. And she was like, he better lock that down because if he doesn't, then he can kiss my ass. She said something like that. I
Yeah,
was
and
like,
everyone could tell.
you the next that night, you
yeah.
text me and you go, I like Joe, bro. I like Joe,
it's on.
bro.
I love that.
Yeah.
But that was it.
told
I
the
knew
first
he was
date we ever
fucked.
had. I was like, you're meant to have kids, right? Like you're gonna be a great mom. She's like, Jesus Christ, it's aggressive. I'm like,
She's like,
"Ah,
we haven't
sorry,
even
man."
ordered our
Yeah,
entrees
she's
yet.
like, what? You just asked me if I wanted a fake plant. Yeah.
Well, also, she shut you the fuck down the first time you tried to make a move. Too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I
was
don't like that.
She looked at me. She goes,
Yeah,
"I don't
me
know who the
neither.
fuck." She goes, "I don't know who the fuck you think I am, but I'm not. I don't. What are you? What is
Really?
this? What is this?"
Yeah, it turned me on
That's
more.
terrible.
It turned me on more.
And she
though.
was wrong.
Yeah, she's
Because you
wrong.
were the guy.
Yeah.
She's wrong.
Yeah, she fucked up.
She's wrong.
No, I've only felt that once. I've only fallen in love one time. Every other time I just have fun. And that's why it
Really?
sucks.
Only
I think,
once?
I think that's why girls fall in love with me because they're like, oh, he just wants to have a good time and be silly and like have fun. This is so fun. It's
I
no
think
pressure.
it depends the girls you're
And then the one that I did fall in love with, she goes, I'm going through a lot.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it.
What was her excuse?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
From what I know of that situation, like maybe she's just not ready to jump into something super serious. And you're a
Yeah,
serious guy.
or maybe I loved her more than she liked me.
That
That's
happens.
heartbreaking.
That
Yeah,
happens.
that happens.
I think
and
that's
it's
what it was.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, I
It
think
just-
I had that
that's the
happen.
world.
Or
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's how I've been telling
Dealing
myself
with it?
that. Yeah, yeah.
There,
Like, I
there
don't
was a
know.
girl I was
Talk to a
crazy
therapist,
about.
huh?
Well, yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Now there was a girl I was crazy about, dude, and we were like, it was all amazing. I thought and we were all set to go on a trip to Europe. I had it all. I bought everything.
boy.
And then we're getting down. We're getting down. and I'm
Getting
fucking
down.
I'm
Right,
like,
it says
this
we
is
have sex.
this
I
is
don't
some
know.
love making, dude. This is gonna happen. And you know what she did in the middle of it? She goes, "Yeah, I'm not into it."
In the middle of what? The
she-
trip?
Just no, in the
during
middle
sex,
of us.
she was like,
that
"I'm
we
good."
weren't having sex. We were about to. She goes, "Yeah, I'm not into it." And I went, because her body, like she was like, and I went.
Oh, your
I just
wiener
stopped,
goes,
dude. I stopped so quick. I was like, is there any bigger turn up? I just stopped
not into
and I just got up. I put my clothes on. I go, this isn't. I can see that this isn't for you. You're not
Once
into
I
it.
know that, and once a switch
I was
goes,
done, dude.
Once a switch
and
goes,
she was like, "No, we
I'm
should
like,
talk."
I'm
And I
out.
go, "Well, I'm
Yeah.
not going to talk because the rest is denial. I know what this is.
Yeah,
I've
no,
been here.
I can feel it.
And I go, I don't have any
know
hard
what's going
feelings.
on.
I've been here. I really liked her.
Yeah.
I played the but I remember I was like, oh, she's not. That was so unsexy. That like kills that. You're just like, your dick is like. I was so
humbling.
shocked. I went. I thought it was going. I thought it was just hot, and I went, huh?
That's pretty humbling.
yeah, but
Humbling.
I'm not into
Humbling.
it.
I
What, you're not
fucking-
into me?
I left. I just got in my car. It was like 1 a.m. I was like, dude.
I only know my world, and you're like, I'm not into your
Dude,
world.
I had
You
that
don't
lump
want
in my
whole
throat.
world?
I was like,
But you're a date girl, and then she's like, she was like, I don't want to get serious. I'm also seeing insert major celebrity. You're all,
Oh my God.
no,
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
happened to me.
oh, no doubt. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I would definitely go with him instead of my dumb ass.
Yes.
I was talking to a girl,
Actually-
and she lives at Matthew Perry's house.
It's a tough gig.
I go, what? She goes, yeah, I'm roommates with Matt. He's like, he doesn't need a roommate, first of all.
Yeah, the roommate.
Like, what are you talking
It's
about?
$30 million a
She
year
goes,
from
well, he
France.
has like a giant guest house, and there's like construction going on in his house. And I was like, there's no way you're not fucking Matthew Perry.
100%.
And she's like, well, no, it's not like that. I was like,
I'm out.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just,
I'm
what are
out.
we
This is
talking
tough,
about?
dude.
Yeah, I had that actually with a girl who was dating a very famous basketball player. And she was all about it. And I was like, this is very strange.
If you did enough homework, you could figure this next one out. Just a food for thought to the
very
listeners.
famous basketball.
I was head over heels about a girl. I thought she was awesome. She's probably, to this day, probably one of the funnest people I've ever hung out with. She was very fun, very sexy. I was really attracted to her. She's very cool. She casually tells me, oh no, she didn't. Her friend goes, oh yeah, she fucks DeAndre Jordan. I don't know if you know what
He's like
DeAndre Jordan
7 foot.
looks like.
He looks like the monster.
We
from
might
Space
be
Jam.
the yin and yang of
Yeah.
cocks.
Yes.
like what is
No, his dick's the size of my arm.
He's the biggest, and I was like, wait, the girl I like is also fucking DeAndre Jordan.
That is interesting. Yeah, that's.
I was like, what in the world?
Maybe I'm not her type.
Yeah, I go, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
So that was a pretty big kibosh on that.
That is a giant.
But it happens with guys too. Like even my girl, like my birthday party, she's like, Jeff's coming. I'm like, yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
She's like, you've known him like 3 months. I'm like, when you know, you know. She's
Right.
like, you're gay. I'm
That's
like,
true.
no.
I actually been telling people that. This is gonna sound real gay, but
Let's get
I'm
gay,
the last
dude.
American bro, dude.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, we fell into friendship, and they go, what? Yeah, I was like, yeah, you know how you fall in love? We fell into friendship. He's like, the second I hung out with him, I was like, that guy fucking
right
rules.
away. Yeah. But the Delia's the one that made it happen. He's like, hey, do you know Jeff Dye? I'm like, I know of him. We've never met. He's like, I'm telling you guys are gonna be best friends. I'm
Yeah.
like, really? He's like, yeah. Can he come to the green room? I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just came and I was like,
He
oh,
came,
this is
yeah.
I met you the same day.
Yep.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
now you're out, right?
so
You're
easy to
out.
get to know. I know. I got invited. He invited me to the fucking game, but then he got shots back in.
Hey,
I was
well,
like,
that was towards the last end of a terrible Lakers season. We got all next season. We'll all go.
all right,
It'll be
I wanna
fun.
do it.
You're gonna love
You
it.
think they're gonna be better next? Did you watch the game last night? Game 6?
Yeah, I watched it. It was.
I'm proud of Steph Curry though.
I hate both those teams. And also, how'd Wiggins not get MVP?
Well, you gotta give it to Steph.
They gave it to Steph because he never got one before, but Wiggins had that.
I think
so. The Trailblazers won. I'm sorry, I'm such an idiot. So,
Trailblazers.
Sorry,
I mean,
I'm so sorry.
Golden State Warriors.
The Warriors.
Yeah.
The Golden State Warriors.
Fuck, dude. The Warriors won.
Well, I
They
thought
beat
you
the
liked
Celtics?
sports. How do you not?
Brian's all, and now are blacks allowed to play in the
Yeah.
NBA?
No, I didn't watch one
No,
game.
it's
and I wanted
exclusively
to.
black guys.
I was in.
Yeah.
There's no whites.
I didn't
No.
watch one
The
game.
one white guy's on the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of basketball, but that's the Celtics
I'll watch
lost.
the finals. Like
Celtics lost.
I was going for Steph Curry. I like Steph Curry. I'll say my brother's like balls deep in basketball, like knows
Yeah.
everybody. And I was like, man, I think Wiggins should have been MVP, and I think
so
he was
too.
the secret sauce to them winning the series. And then he goes on this whole tangent of why
Yeah.
it should have been this other guy. I forget who he said.
Oh, it shouldn't have been Steph?
No.
He thought it
had
was a
whole
different guy.
Yeah, he had an argument for this other guy. And I was like, okay, well, you're too inside baseball here.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't know what
following.
you're talking about. And I go, no doubt. I'm glad Steph won. And then he kept like giving me stats. I'm like, okay, dude. And then I go, hey,
What is he, a gynecologist
Your
too?
brother's detail. Don't get in an argument with your brother about sports. That dude, he's
basketball.
locked
He loves
down.
basketball.
Let me run this
Dude,
by you.
Argue about Jokic, who plays for the Nuggets. Argue how he's not better than LeBron with him, and it's a night.
A
He
loser's
thinks that
mind.
Well, Joker's won 2 MVPs back to back, and statistically, it's like 2 of the
different
best seasons
ages
ever.
too, you know. They're
But you look at the stats; it's nuts.
Djokovic or Jokic?
Yes, Djokovic.
Djokovic.
Yeah.
Because Steph Curry is probably the greatest three.
he is
Shooter
of all time.
statistic already.
Statistically,
Yeah, he already is.
And Klay Thompson's up there too. He kind of, he did all right this
Well,
season.
Steph is like already has all the records.
Yeah, but so my brother's giving me all those facts. I'm like, yeah, no doubt. You know, I'm a dumbass. I go, dude, you think Steph fucks chicks on the road? And Jay's like, what? I'm like,
That's a better
do you think
question.
he gets chicks? And he's like, no. He's notoriously known for like bringing his wife to all the games. And I was like, you're a square. And then he just didn't text me back.
That's how you put it into it.
Yeah, I was like,
You asked about his sexual resume.
oh, I'm gonna lose on this.
You know
So
why?
I just
You know
go,
why
you're,
it's
I go,
square?
you're a
'Cause
square.
that's boring.
Yeah, I was like,
I
you're
want
a square.
gossip. I wanna know he's
I
a
bet
wild
you
man.
fucking chicks. He goes, no way. I go, dude, a light skinned brother, MVP, superstar,
Charming.
You don't think-
Everyone knows him. He's on a Subway commercial.
And his
your
dad
mind.
cheated on his mom, so he's already conditioned to that. What are we doing here, dude?
Here, let me run this
Green
by you.
eyes.
As a
And
Lakers
this girl's
fan,
a jelly monster.
as a Lakers fan, I was not rooting for the Celtics. I was rooting for an earthquake just to swallow the whole stadium and
Sure.
kill all those guys. I hate both those teams. But I'll run this by you. I think slam dunks should be worth 3 points.
Why?
They're harder than a 3-point shot,
It's tougher to get.
and they're way
Yeah.
more rare.
So especially now.
If you got dorks, just shoot. Because here's the thing: I know that Steph's the best 3-point shooter in the world, and I
He's changed
all,
the game
all
forever
the respect.
because of his
But
pull-up
it's
game.
not fun to watch. It's like UFC.
Oh, I disagree.
It's like UFC. When a
I-
guy's doing a submission thing, it's technical and it's really hard to do, but it's also not the most exciting to watch.
not a wheel
we
kick
want
to the
ground and
head.
pound. We want all that stuff. With
You
same
don't,
with
you
3
don't like
points.
submissions?
I like it, but I
Like
don't
a knee
think- I
bar
don't
or
think it's-
arm bar? You don't dig it?
I don't think it's as exciting to watch.
Interesting.
Yeah. What do you think is the most exciting thing to watch? Because you know all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a knockout. Everyone knows a knockout. So
A knockout's like a
the best,
slam
yeah.
dunk, and a 3-pointer is like a submission move.
Yeah, I appreciate Steph because he's changed the game forever, and like now kids are coming up. Like Steph is the face of like this generation,
Yeah.
so kids are gonna be working on their like fundamentals.
Yep.
Instead, like nobody can relate to. Like, and remember, Steph is only 6'3" at best, so like a lot of kids can relate to him. Nobody can relate to LeBron. LeBron, like
Or Shaq.
Here's the argument for LeBron. When people go, Michael Jordan's the best, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, cool. LeBron is hands down. This is where the argument ends. LeBron's the best athlete of all time in the NBA. Yeah, I don't think he's the best player.
You think he's a
best
better athlete than Jordan was?
Yeah.
Really?
Physically, nuts.
Physically big.
6'9",
fast.
260, shredded.
He's like Magic
jumped
and
through the
Jordan
roof.
mixed.
Like, could have played, he's more like Magic Johnson than Michael Jordan. So it's like, to be that big, athletic, and do what he did at 40 now, it's nuts. It's
He's still doing it.
Nuts.
On that level.
But I
Well,
think
that's what Steph said recently on a podcast. He was like, well, I'm like, he's about hard work. So it's like, you can practice your three over and over. You can't practice getting bigger. Like, you can't make yourself bigger.
LeBron was born, like Steph, I don't think was born with like crazy skill set.
Right.
Like, yeah, his dad was in the NBA, so he grew up shooting 3-pointers in the NBA as a kid, which is a huge advantage. But LeBron was like, nope, like, unless you're 6'9", 260 shredded
Well, when
and
he
run a 4.4 to 40, we can't relate to
Somebody
that
said
guy.
when he was 14, he was the best high school basketball player in the country at 14, 6'4",
Ron?
235.
Yeah,
At
no
14,
shit,
you know what I
dude.
mean? So
Yeah, no
he was
shit.
physically
They were televising his like 9th grade basketball game.
My favorite is he pulls
right.
he pulls up in a Hummer H3 at 15. It's like, well, clearly someone's giving this kid's money and bought his mom a house.
Yeah.
The serious,
Figure it out.
The serious question.
No one
that I
cared. They're
asked-
like, that's the future.
Yeah. But I asked my buddy Jimmy Burke the serious question. I said, when did LeBron James surpass me as an athlete? When was he a better athlete?
You know what I mean?
The real question.
Age 10.
When he
said
when he
12
came
years
out of
old.
the
He said
pussy.
12 years old.
No, out of
That's
his
a
mom's
baby.
pussy, he's a better athlete.
Don't say pussy.
out of his mom's
Be scientific.
womb. Out of his mom's womb.
There you go.
Better athlete than you.
No,
Yeah,
but I mean,
freak.
when he could beat me, you line up 10 sports, he beats me in all of them.
When he was 6.
Be realistic.
Like you at
was
50,
6?
12
you
years
at
old.
55?
12 years old.
You at 50, like
Yeah.
now?
At my, I
No,
was
let's say-
probably 30.
Let's say now.
Yeah.
I would say when he was 14.
Yeah,
13?
definitely 14 because he was 6'4", 235 and already the best.
Maybe when he was
basketball
12, he'd run circles around.
That's what it was. Like 12 years old, he said. Jimmy said seriously, he goes, at 12 years old, he was probably at that point as big, maybe
he was
13, when he was already bigger, stronger, and
But
faster.
even
That's so
pre-puberty.
Isn't that crazy?
But
You know
he's the
what
best
thing-
athlete of all time, arguably?
I've got this show that
Yeah.
I'm trying to pitch to get picked up, but one of the things is we wanted to figure out what's the youngest that can beat me in like UFC, like who can beat me up. What's the- So we'll start with like a little kid, you know, with like a
There are
like a
15-year-olds
like a 5-year-old. I'm just gonna
15?
pin him.
No, I know a 9-year-old who'd roll you the fuck
That's what I'm
up.
saying,
A
like,
9-year-old.
Nine's a little small.
No.
But we're just gonna keep
No, no.
getting bigger
No, no.
until we go, and then we'll go. 9's the age that can beat me up.
No.
9 is so small.
It's not though. There's some 9-year-olds in Eddie Bravo's system that would get a hold of his ankles and tear his fucking leg off.
At 9?
I would love
And
it.
he doesn't know jiu-jitsu. You don't
know
know the
anything, yeah.
fundamentals.
Yeah.
There's 9-year-olds, girls that would rip your fucking ankles off. That'd
be amazing.
Freaks.
yeah,
And it's all they do. They dive for your ankles.
certainly 12-year-olds that'll because there's a certain strength factor. Like my son's 10, you're still growing. You're still a very
yeah.
small child.
You got dad power on him.
Yes, but
Oh, my son
but
would fuck you
there
up.
are guys. There are kids that,
would love to
there
do
are
that.
kids are striking and wrestling at definitely 12 and 13.
No, I'm telling you.
It'd be fun to watch.
No, there's some 9
They
and
just
10-year-olds in
hip-toss my
Eddie
ass
Bravo's
and fucking-
system or John Danaher's system that will rip your fucking
who
knee
just
off.
no ankle locks crazy. Like
No, it's all they know. It's all they've come up with.
Would they be able to do it without permanently injuring me?
Probably not because they have no control. But it'd be
That sucks.
fantastic.
It's like a baby rattlesnake.
Yeah.
They just venom.
Yeah, there's some freaks out there, dude. Well, my son, I don't know why he's watching this YouTube video of this soccer player, this kid. He was like 8, and I was like, holy.
Yeah,
his
these kids
footwork, I was like,
specialize. They
holy-
We're gonna have to. They don't have to make a caveat that they have to like pin me. Wait, no, there's no pinning. in
No, they just
UFC.
got to submit you.
submit. But I
They'll,
just
they'll
don't.
get your back or get your ankles. Like, there's 10-year-olds out there, I promise you, that will do it.
I think 10 is
pretty
a
cool.
stretch, but
I don't think so.
they're-
And I'm like balls
Definitely
deep in it. I'm telling you. There's a
13-year-old.
10-year-old at my
What do I
son's
get to do
school
back though? I
who
get to
can-
fight, right? Like I gotta keep him away.
No, you got to start in guard. Like, they're not going to take you down because you're 40, right?
That's what I'm saying though. That's
But
the
there's
test.
like some 10-year-old
fight.
Dagestanians who would.
I say
break your neck.
13-year-old Dagestan.
It's like UFC, you know, like I got to come in the same way the UFC guy does. You can't. I'm not gonna let him start.
They're
Well,
definitely-
they'll jump to your ankles.
Yeah.
It's literally all they do. It's all they know.
There are 13 and 14-year-olds that'll give you fits.
Oh,
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm saying there's 10-year-olds out there that are gonna fuck you up.
I love it.
Yeah, everybody in here, by the way. Yeah,
Yeah,
10-year-olds.
56 pounds is so small, Bubba. 70 pounds.
Well, what's the youngest kid that could beat you up?
Tiger's fucking 6 and
you know what you're
60
doing.
pounds.
Nobody's
This is
gonna
for
beat him up.
bitches.
There's no child that can beat him up. There's
child?
Is there? I'm
There's
saying like what age?
Right now,
15? Is there a 15-year-old that could beat you?
No. There's. I don't believe that
the
anybody in the
20-year-olds.
UFC. I
Yeah?
don't believe anybody in the UFC under 155 could beat him up right now. I don't think they'd last.
What's that one guy with the crazy haircut from Ireland or
Doesn't matter.
Scotland or whatever his name is?
Connor?
Oh, Patty.
Patty.
No,
Paddy Pimblett.
no, too small.
Well, he weighs 220.
Too small. He's 220.
He got it 220.
Yeah,
Food
but
truck.
it's
You'd
they're
give me
much
some
they're much smaller guys.
He
than
would give me
Brendan.
some problems.
Keep you busy.
Not if Brendan got a
the way you
hold.
talk.
If Brendan got a hold.
No,
of
but
it,
like
it'd be a
so that guy, he's. I mean,
he's a big boy.
he's training every day.
Yeah, training every day. He's a savage.
Yeah.
But as far as like basketball, like how would you do against the WNBA players?
Crush him, dude.
You think?
No, I think they'd do fine, but I do think I'd put up a very embarrassing fight that they wouldn't want on camera.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And that Brittany Griner might give some, or like
Yeah, she's big and
there's certain
tall.
ones.
But I'm saying they don't got the. I mean, they don't have the aggression. Like so that's what Braun should do. He should transition into a female and win 7 straight
Like
WNBA
Joanna Man,
championships
like
when
Joanna
he's
Man.
like 50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
And be like, I'm a girl.
Well, in college, like all Division I football players played against the CU women's basketball team, and they destroyed. Like, don't even straight. I mean, when we were guarding them, they couldn't touch the ball.
Oh yeah.
But dude, just their fundamentals and passing, and if they had even an open, you're fucking banking it.
I'm not sure if you could even find on the internet because the internet tried to scrub and bury this story. But there was some tennis guy who was like ranked like, not even the top 500
the
or
shit out of
whatever.
Serena Williams?
Challenged Serena Williams and
shit out
Venus,
of
said
her.
I could
Crush
beat
it.
him. And they go, all right, let's do it. And they thought it was gonna be some great PR
They
thing
got
for
destroyed.
women's sports.
No.
He beat them back to back.
Of course.
And then doubled down on his thing, saying, I said that they wouldn't even beat the top,
That's 100%.
1,000 men.
That's
Oh, they wouldn't
100%.
get close. Well, you know what happened
Not
with the
close.
women's Olympic team? They were doing this. It was even like a charity thing. They were just looking for competition. The
soccer
And they
team?
played against a high school all-star
yeah.
team, like in Houston. And those
15 and under, Bubba.
high school boys beat the
15
shit out.
Bubba.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
beat them like 10-0.
But 15,
Which is
15
great.
and under. 15
Yeah.
and under. They beat them 5-0. 15 and under.
And I've said this a million times, it might be controversial, but like, it's all we have on these chicks is sports, and they still want to act like they're as good. It's like that's our thing. We got you.
yeah.
You're never gonna beat us.
Tennis
in
is a
sport.
good example. Like the top 500 guy.
Yeah.
I mean, big, really good D1 players. They hit the ball too hard. If you ever watch those guys
Oh,
at
yeah.
Pepperdine, I love tennis. I was watching these dudes at Pepperdine hit the ball. First of all, they're 6'4". Second of all, they hit the ball so
We're
hard.
in 6'4" with Brian.
They're all 6'4". They hit the ball so fucking hard. That's
why he likes me. I'm 6'4".
And they never miss. They don't miss anything. You just can't. It's just a
Well,
different
yeah,
game.
Serena said after the thing, she goes, well, he's putting spin on the ball that we've never seen
Yeah.
before. He's also like, I'm trying to remember what else she said.
Probably a
Spin
big
on the
guy,
ball
and a
and then
big
like
guy.
the velocity or whatever,
Yeah.
like the way it was coming
Yes.
in at her.
Yeah,
she
bitch.
said,
Yeah, dude.
He was
That's a
crushed.
grown man.
Oh, yeah.
Grown man.
And the internet was like, he beat him back to back.
Yes.
He's ranked 203rd in the world. He beat Serena 6-1 and Venus
First of all-
6-2, and was like game
Dude,
blouses.
first of all, 203rd in the world is so unbelievably good. It's stupid good. So there's
it
no
is
way.
and it isn't, right?
As a
Like,
man,
he's
though.
not a top 5
No,
guy.
but if you saw him playing,
like, think
you
what
wouldn't-
Federer would do.
But Bubba, but if you saw, if I'm telling you, if you saw him play, and then you saw the top 10 guy play, in your eyes, you actually wouldn't see the difference.
don't know.
No, it's game.
So challenge.
No, listen,
those are the
they hit
two
the ball just as
greatest
hard.
female tennis players
I
that
know.
have ever existed.
I know.
Well, one's the
and I've
third.
never heard
I
of
would've-
Kirsten Brach
I
or
would've
whatever
told
the
you
hell
that.
his
I
name
would've
is.
told
No,
you
look
that
at
was
him.
the case.
He looks
I
like
know.
an open
Yeah,
micer.
looks like a-
I could have told you that was.
Looks like an
owns a
open micer
club.
at the ha-ha. I mean,
But nobody in the tennis world would be surprised by that. 203rd in the world is really fucking hard.
I can't believe they agreed to it.
I know.
Look at him.
They actually look
That's a
happy that
big
he's
deal.
beat his ass.
To be that good is a big deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's too excited on the right. About
I
it.
know, yeah.
They didn't know what they were signed up
She
for.
doesn't even look
this
the
is
same.
before he beat the shit out of
Yeah,
him.
look how thin she looks. Those are young.
I don't know
That's
if
a
that's-
young.
is that her?
Yeah, that's Serena and
Yeah.
Venus.
I love that movie, King Richard.
Yeah, they were like young.
And it's taken nothing away from those gals, but it's just different.
That's
Sorry.
Nick Kyrgios though.
Look
Dude,
at
I
him.
think
he has
one-
a chain on.
That's a different guy.
By the way,
Dude, he beat the shit out of him with a chain.
I think one woman graduated from the Top Gun program, right? I think actually,
It's not sports though, yeah.
but it is.
Oh no.
But
what
it
is-
is.
It's not an athletic.
What are you talking about?
I think it is.
No.
Let me tell you why. Fighting G-force and stuff like that, and
you say
reaction time.
G-force?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, so when you hit
talking
Mach
about a-
9 in a plane,
Are you talking about a fighter pilot?
yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, I
Gun,
thought you meant
Top
just
Gun.
shooting.
No, Top Gun.
Well, no, that's not an athletic event.
It's pretty athletic. They have to be in crazy shape. I think it's a little bit like race car driving because you're
See,
pulling.
those aren't athletes to me either.
There aren't.
No.
The reaction time and physical. You drive with your ass. You're feeling the whole thing.
You're feeling it. Yeah. For sure.
I think it's really physical though. It's super physical.
Those aren't sports.
Yeah.
No, what are they?
So if I
Well,
read a
there's
book,
lots of things that are difficult. Comedy's very difficult, but I'm not an athlete.
yeah.
No,
if
but-
I read a book in a sauna, my athlete is a beast.
Oh, it's so different. It's so different. Because I think with race car driving, it's
Reaction time.
It's reaction.
So
time.
are video game
also-
guys?
it's also physical,
Yeah,
though.
but are video game guys athletes?
This is a little different because this is life and death sometimes, or it's like really.
Oh, so if it's life and death, it makes it a
well,
sport.
let's watch.
That car's an athlete.
But if you watch them drive, how physical they are and how much weight they lose in a race, it's a very physical thing, right? I don't know though. What do you think?
I think what
It's
they do
an
is very
interesting
difficult.
question, man.
I also think it doesn't take anything away from them by saying they aren't. Like, I don't think it takes anything away from them.
No, like, are you going to compare
still
Jeff Gordon
tough.
to LeBron James physically? Like, that makes sense.
Well, no, you wouldn't compare.
Like he runs
Jeff
a 40
Gordon-
and a 5.
No,
7.
but that's not a good comparison because you could say the same thing about Tom Brady and LeBron, right? Like, so I wonder, there are athletes and there's athleticism, right? Like those might be two different things, right? Like the ability to, I don't know, like.
But like Danny Ricciardo and like Lewis Hamilton, to me F1's a little different than NASCAR, right?
Yeah, that's what I
NASCAR's
mean.
just
I'm
going
talking about-
left,
I'm talking about F1.
Well, no, see, you changed the story now.
What
you
did I
said
say?
NASCAR.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, I said
thinking
Jeff
of
Gordon.
NASCAR.
You said, yeah.
Oh,
they're
I'm sorry.
athletes. Yeah.
I mean
F1's a little
F1,
different
F1, yeah.
because they got to make weight.
Yeah.
I think
But
it's
then
just-
also in F1, it's the car.
Yeah,
like
it's the car.
cars are better than the other cars. It's the car that
I don't know
makes it.
I don't know the answer. Is
Yeah,
it
it's
the
like a
skill?
jockey, right? Like the jockey is important.
Yeah,
and he's
jockeys aren't
steering-
athletes.
But they name the horse. They go, the horse won.
Yeah.
No one names the jockey.
Yeah, no one
It's
gives a
like
shit.
Big Brown won the fucking
Yeah,
Kentucky
yeah.
Derby, not Gary. Whatever.
And it's hard to be a jockey. You got to be a certain
It
size. You
is
got
a
to have trained. But I don't
it's
think
a
they're athletes.
Physical thing, like so when the stunt driving, right? They say
Not
you
athletes.
drive with your ass, right? You got to feel the car, but is that a feel and a skill then?
It's more of a
It's
skill.
a skill.
But it's physical.
Sure, I
Right?
guess there's a physical element.
Well, dude, you're using your hands. You're using your
car's
feet.
doing all the
but
fucking
you're
work.
No, you're using your hands and feet, right? You're using your hands and feet.
It's the machine.
You've
that
never
makes-
driven a
It's this, look,
NASCAR.
guys,
Oh,
it's
look
that.
at him. Look at him.
But you're actually doing this, and
You're
you're
not
using your
bike
butt.
riding.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
You look like you're in
You're not
Pacific
doing
Rim.
this.
Well, no, because the pedals are all like. Bring up a NASCAR. I mean, a fucking Formula One driver because they're so physical.
Formula One's a little different.
Yeah.
I don't think any of
NASCAR.
them are athletes. I think what they do is really hard. I don't think they'd be
But
insulted
what?
either.
So then, what makes a better driver? What is the so you have
It's
number
feel.
number
It's
100,
feel.
number one.
It's feel.
Feel.
Like Lewis Hamilton, he's so good. A, because he has the best car. B,
But isn't shooting feel? Right? Isn't like shooting?
but hey, B, it's a physical act of
so
shooting,
is that
right?
though, Bubba.
Of
right?
driving.
Yeah, because look,
Yeah, but the basketball isn't a machine. It's propelled by you.
right?
The car is propelled by gas.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when they do a
electronics.
pit
the driver
stop,
has to actually
they
do.
have to change all the
a lot of
engine and
shit,
wheels
right?
and shit. They're not giving the
But
driver.
if you pull up video of a. Can we do that?
No,
Video of a-
we
we're not
can't
allowed
do
to.
it. No.
Because when you watch how physical it is, like what they're doing, the gears and their
So is a
steering.
firefighter an athlete? It's physical.
know.
You rush into a house. You're on time limit.
It's an athletic. You have to be. Athleticism would help you. Being strong and in shape would
That's
help
the same
you.
thing with the race car drivers. It's just
Like
it helps
Lewis
you to be in
Hamilton's the
shape.
best athlete, or Ricardo's the best athlete, but
Right.
I don't know if they're like. Could you do it and not be athletic? I bet you could.
Well, what about what makes a boxer, right? Their ability to see distance, angles, great strikers. Okay. Then the rest is like be able to like measure distance.
But it's
bop,
also
bop,
physicality.
and then do your
Quickness.
reaction. Bop, bop,
Hold
right.
on, hold on.
Earned and-
Hand-eye
so is
coordination.
driving, right?
No, because you're not getting hit back.
You are kind of right.
No, you're not.
Well, but the margin for
By
error
the road?
Yeah.
Like my mom's an athlete because she drives down the 405.
No, but you're going 200.
Well, maybe we are. Maybe we're all athletes.
You're going 220
Apparently,
miles.
yeah,
an
we're
hour.
all
shift.
athletes.
But if
yeah.
you're going 220 miles an hour and you make a mistake, that's getting hit back. You're gonna hit something. You're gonna hit somebody else, the curb, and you get fucked up.
But that's
Right.
on you. There's no there's no variables with that, right?
You haven't said anything that's not true, but none of this makes you an athlete.
No.
It's just
What-
really
what makes
hard
you
and
an athlete,
difficult
though?
and skillful. You're in a sport, like that
I know,
has
but
like
that's-
a.
I'm
You'd have
saying-
to define these terms first and all agree on it and then go, does this
Yeah,
does it
because
fit
no,
in there?
I don't know.
Because hey B, is bodybuilding an athlete? Like is Phil Heath or Ronnie Coleman an athlete? Takes a lot of work.
Oh, competitors are in competitions,
They
and
compete.
athletes are in sports.
They compete.
I don't know.
They're competitors
I don't know the answer.
who are in a
don't know.
competition.
I actually don't know how to answer that question.
I don't either.
And
Here's my thing too. If F1 and NASCAR want to say they're athletes, I don't give a fuck, dude.
They're competitors.
Bodybuilders call themselves athletes.
No. What I'm trying to say is this:
Those are competitors.
what makes the difference? We have to. The best way to answer it is you got number 100 in F1 racing. Okay.
Well, there's only 20
what's the whatever it is? What's the variable?
What do you mean?
Why is one better consistently? Is it athleticism?
Money.
Is it reaction
It's not
time
athleticism.
and physicality?
But is reaction time athleticism?
It's part of athleticism. So
But
being able to
it's
read,
not- but it's
watch
not
this.
physical.
So being able
But
to read a
AB, that's not
backfield,
physical.
being able to read a backfield as people are coming at you. in
Yeah, but you're
split-second
throwing the
time
ball
is athleticism.
physically. Like what you're getting it twisted. Tom Brady might not run a 4.40, but his hand release time
you're driving
to recognize
physically.
it.
Wait, how about this? If I gave you
like when you shift, how you steer,
No,
that's
no,
very
everyone
physical.
can do this. Everyone can do this.
No, not the way those guys do.
Oh, yeah,
Brian,
everyone can do this.
if I gave you
it's
the-
the reaction time of the steering wheel.
Yeah, all that.
Like what makes Lewis Hamilton special? Like when he went to the shooting range. Like we've never seen hand-eye coordination
Right.
like this.
Right.
But that's not a physical athletic
It's
achievement?
part of what makes you like a better athlete. So a quarterback, I would imagine, like Drew Brees, can read a backfield faster than somebody else.
Yeah, but Drew Brees is also very quick, very fast, explosive.
Yeah.
He throws the ball faster than anybody.
Tom
Hit
Brady
out of his
doesn't
hand. Same thing.
If I gave you the best race car in the
you're
world,
fucking up with Tom Brady. Tom Brady's hand release is the fastest in the business. Always has been.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And it's a physical motion of throwing a football.
I don't think that's what makes him the best quarterback.
if I gave you the best race car in the world
yeah.
The hands.
and gave you like a couple years to work on it,
Yeah.
do you think you could probably compete in a race?
Absolutely not. That's not how Formula One works.
Now, if he started as a kid, he could.
Yeah. It's a very, very
You can't start
difficult
now
skill.
because Formula One, like Danny Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton, started when they're like 6.
Yeah.
All those guys start in boxcar
It's
racing when
fucking
they're
hard.
kids.
There's a reason those guys get paid that much money.
Well, there's only 20 of them.
Yeah, it's not a plug and play.
And you're
Those
talking
guys
about
get
Red Bull, Mercedes.
Yeah, they get paid fuckloads
Well, I
of money.
guarantee you, I
because
couldn't
they
give you
have that.
LeBron's shoes and put you out on the Lakers court. Like
You couldn't do
a
the same
car's
thing.
doing a lot
Lewis
of that
Hamilton
work.
is very special. He's special for a reason. One is how he came up, but also he's got some gift. Like you can't.
got some
Those like
gift.
Senna, who's dead now, but Schumacher. Those guys had something that most drivers don't, and they distinguished themselves in the kart series, in the go-kart series. When they were younger, they were already winning. There was
Yeah.
something about those guys that was they
Big
had
whoop.
this ability to do it.
I don't think they're special at all.
I don't know enough
Big
about
whoop,
driving.
that's what I
You
say.
do. I don't know why you don't
It's a
consider
tough
them.
argument.
Yeah.
Athletes.
I don't watch it. But I know that having watched some of it, they stay in shape because it helps them. So if you have to
Well,
be
Formula One,
physically
you
in
have to be
shape-
a certain weight.
right.
Because the heavier you are,
Yeah.
the slower your
you're
car is. So
sucking
they have to
weight.
be like 146, I think.
Jesus, small guys.
Yeah.
They're like jockeys, car jockeys.
I don't know, man.
I do think it's really like you have to define the terms. It reminds me of
It's an age-old debate, but it's
Yeah.
something I never get tired of
Age-old
because
debate.
trying to figure
I remember
it
a guy
out.
told me he was like, it's not a sport unless it's a contact sport. It's like swimming isn't a sport. And it's kind of
I
like he goes like,
disagree.
oh, that's
I
true. But
disagree
then
with that.
you go into it and like you can make
That
these
doesn't make
cases for
sense,
interesting
though.
things.
Like,
No, I don't
just
agree
say
with it.
contact
I'm just
makes
saying
sense.
Is
like
golf a sport or a skill?
Sport.
Why?
You think
It's
that?
got a ball, and you compete to be the best.
Yeah.
Well,
Fatigue's involved,
But
So-
look at John Daly's body.
Skill.
Look at John Daly's body.
yeah.
right?
And he was drunk.
Baseball players are
He
fat.
just
We
did
were
think
just talking
I
about
was
it.
sober. I would sober up on the 10th hole.
No one ever goes, those baseball players aren't athletes, but there's a ton that are out of shape.
Yeah.
I just think that, like, here's the thing. It's just words and labels, so who really cares? But
Yeah.
for me, a sport has athletes, and a competition has competitors. So they're competing to win a race. Cheerleaders compete with each other in these matches. Weightlifters compete to be the
Cheerleading's
whatever.
very athletic.
Those are all competitions, and those are competitors. And I think a
cheerleading-
sport has athletes.
But cheerleading is very physical. Doing
Right.
flips and jumps and all that
yeah,
shit.
but they're not. They're not.
Yeah, you'd be
Exactly.
explosive.
They're athletic.
Yeah.
Athletic competitors.
Oh, that's athletic, dude. When you can do
Yeah.
like back handsprings and 2 double flips, that's not. That's
I'm
not-
just looking at their boobs and butts anyway.
Hey,
And
dude.
I don't know
hold
what
on,
they're
you're
doing.
missing
There's a lot
the
of
point.
guys out there,
You're
dude.
missing the fucking point, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think F1's athletes.
Yeah.
I don't know if NASCAR is.
Truthfully,
I don't either.
doesn't
I don't know
really
enough
matter.
about it. I don't follow it. I just. Anyway.
Yeah, because then are construction guys athletes too? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like taking a-
policemen,
Well, no. I mean,
guitar player.
guitar
No,
player. Oh, it's
no.
to be a
'cause
drummer.
guitar's hand-eye
To
coordination.
be a drummer, that's
Drummer.
exhausting.
that's a skill. Guitar's a skill. There are physical
Drummers are athletes,
activities.
dude.
I mean, singing is
I
physical, but
think
you're not an athlete. Although they would say,
I love this kind of.
they call opera singers, sometimes they call opera singers athletes. They'll be like, he's got great lungs.
Nobody around me,
come
right?
on.
Nobody around me, right? Your friends say that, but nobody like who knows shit
such a
would
physical-
say that.
I bet that you
No,
can't even
I've
find it
never
on
heard
the
anyone
internet.
go, that opera singer's one hell of an athlete.
Yeah.
That's not real, right?
I bet that's not even
Right?
on the internet.
You didn't say that. Nobody's ever said that. Ever in
Holding-
the history of the world.
No,
Right.
Never.
they
Never.
Brian
But
just
never.
thought
He's
of
an
it.
athlete.
Yeah, that never happened. No one's ever looked at an opera singer and go, that's an athlete. That's never happened.
They call them musical athletes.
Nope.
Look at this. There you go.
Oh my god! Who wrote
Well,
this
it's
article?
physical. It's so physical, though. It's such a.
You have to define. You have to go. What we all have to
Unjustifiably
agree.
rumored
What
to
does
be
it mean
gay.
to
Why
play
is
a
that even in
sport?
there? I don't know.
You guys can't. You guys don't agree yet on what is a sport. You'd have to lay out that definition.
Well, we know singing's not. This is going down a stupid road, and Brian started. Because I guarantee you, no friend of his said that opera singer's an athlete. Because I don't want.
I saw a movie
get,
where they
get away
talked
from
about
me.
it.
I would say get away from me, right? Now I do think there's probably some people who are athletic who play the drums. Like Travis Barker's pretty athletic, but compared to what LeBron, Serena Williams, no, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's better,
Alvin-
Magic Johnson or Dave Grohl?
All right, I gotta ask.
Out of those athletes,
He's good with the guitar.
All right, what do you got, Chin?
All right.
All right.
Since when did Google have this new? What is that?
They do it all the time.
That's
There's
their
like-
new logo.
Who is that?
That's what. So you got to click on it.
that's
and
the
you find out.
Vice President of the United States of America, Callan.
A British opera
How
singer?
dare you,
Ha! Another
funny.
athlete.
Amanda? Athlete is
Another
her name.
fucking athlete, dude.
From 1866.
She wearing a wig. in the
British
second
opera
picture?
singer, teacher, composer, love songs. Yeah,
Was
that's Google's trying to be
widely
like, hey,
considered
check
an
this out. We're
athlete
not
by her.
racist.
Yeah, Google's really trying to hedge their bets here.
That wig is lit though.
Yeah, it is.
What's her deal? We're celebrating her music.
She has a football helmet on the top right.
Oh yeah, she's looking good there.
All right, give some current events, Jim. Give me a
That's a
wig.
silly hat, isn't it?
Now, Brendan, you know that most of your back problems, your knee problems, your hip problems originate in the feet. I don't know.
Do
if
they
you know
really?
that. I fell in love with this
I
company.
need some nice sandals, dude.
Dude, I fell in love with this company.
I need some flip-flops.
Toehold, because they make the best, highest quality, fucking vegetable tanned leather, Herman Oak flip flops. If you want saltwater crocodile, they got that. If you want stingray, they got that. If you want mako shark, they got that.
Forget
if
the
you want
stingrays.
everything, they have exotic letters. All the money goes back
want
to
SeaWorld
the
on my feet.
Animals, dude. You can have whatever you want.
I want multiple sea animals on my feet.
They make them by hand. They make them by
Can you
hand.
ask your guy? I want the top to be stingray, the bottom to be some other fish.
We can do that. I can give you straps. I can give you shark straps, stingrays to stand on. Oh, yeah. Now, a lot of
Holding
times,
out on your boy.
elephants that die of natural causes, elephants that are really old.
Your boy flies down there,
They-
cuts the skin off.
That's
of
what
them,
they do, and then all the
takes
money
trunk.
when they sell the skins, the money goes back to the game wardens, back to the reserve.
Yes,
so you
to
can have
protect these
elephant
animals.
under your feet, and believe it or not, when you're wearing that reclaimed elephant, that goes right back to the
To
animals.
the
But forget all
elephants.
that.
No,
They
we
got-
donate crypto into the elephant.
that is correct.
The elephant
These-
has NFTs.
You will never. This is the only day you will see me in these boots. You will never see
yeah,
me
you don't
out of
have
my
them
toe
on.
holds.
No, you
I'm
love 'em.
obsessed. I'm trying to buy into the company. I'm going to be honest with you.
You want to be a
That's-
partner.
That's how
Daddy
much I
wants to be
believe
a
in.
partner.
That's how much I believe
And
in. the
I need
company.
some SeaWorld charcuterie board sandals
That's
of all the
exact-
different sea animals.
That's- well,
Put some
that-
pufferfish on them.
I'm going to get
Put
you
some
whatever you want.
eel.
What do you
Put
need?
some stingray.
We got. Hey, you'll like this.
Put some fucking eel on there.
They're
dude.
coming
Monterey
out.
eels.
They're coming out with the actual flip flop. They got the First Amendment on there. You believe in free speech? They got a
Sure.
Patriots series.
Oh.
They got all kinds of stuff.
Does it have a World War II veteran skin on it?
Yes. No, that they don't have. Go
okay.
to shoptoehold.com, TOEHOLD, and they got a promo code TFATK for 15% off. The best flip-flops, the only flip-flops you will ever need under your feet. I live in them, and there's nothing better for your feet. Cured my foot problem. No compromises, made by hand in Vegas. Get some. Toehold.com, 15% off with promo code TFATK. Shop Toehold.
These current events are brought to you mostly by Brendan this week.
I read the news. I'm like, dude, this is lit. Check this out.
That's horrible.
Child-eating leopard kills
Yeah.
3 kids in Horror 48 rampage as villagers hunt the predator.
That's what I've always said. Guns don't kill people. Cheetahs do.
Yeah, leopards.
Man, there's
Dude,
such-
imagine being fucking mauled by that thing.
There's such
One girl,
effective killers.
he just, I think she was 10 or something, just took her away and ate her alive.
This
Brendan
gonna
was
give
like,
me
"Oh, cats
nightmares."
don't kill people and eat them, Mark. You think
No,
cats
this
are cool?" No.
this isn't even a cat. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. This
So
doesn't
awful.
count, Mark.
That's so awful.
And look at this. It comes after 2 boys were killed in a suspected leopard attacks over the weekend. Well, dude, take
Her
the
death
fuck-
sparked furious protest. Yeah, because that's not your kid, you fucking idiot. I'll shoot that
Wait,
leopard
where's
in
the
face.
where was this in America or something?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Come on. No,
You got to get rid of that fucking leopard.
no, you're not
That's
in
a- that's a
Greenwood
man-eater.
Village, Colorado, getting eaten by a leopard, right?
Sherman
This is-
Oaks?
Yeah. You're not in Tarzan.
Yeah, wait, what?
There's no leopard.
You remember that cheetah in Burbank? Got that guy
Once a
coffee
leopard- once a
commissary.
leopard-
That lion in
figures out.
Pasadena's on the loose, man.
Hey, someone's got to do something about this lion in Van.
That's some India shit.
Yeah, that's India shit.
Fucking leopard.
Fuck, dude.
Here you go, Mark.
Yeah,
You're
there we
talking
go.
all that shit about cats.
Yeah, and once
Mark's
that
a cat
motherfucker.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you love
cats,
cats.
yeah.
He's
So
the weird cat guy.
On the last episode, Brendan was like, "You know they don't love you, right? Because they're going to eat you as soon as you die." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"You know what? I'd be proud to be eaten by my cats."
How many cats you got?
19. No, I have 4.
4 cats.
Yeah.
That might as well be 19.
Yeah.
4 cats.
this out.
After 2, it's
A woman was eaten by her 20 cats after she collapsed at her home and was not discovered by cops for 2 weeks. Police were horrified when they discovered partially eaten remains of the woman, who was not to be named, after receiving a call from a concerned coworker. 2 weeks late, bitch. The woman was a cat breeder who kept the 20 giant Maine Coon.
yeah, that's a breed. They're super big.
Okay, I don't like to say
Change
that
that.
word.
If we're gonna change the Cleveland
That is-
Indians, we
that
got to
is-
change that one for sure.
It's a Maine Coon pedigree.
Yeah,
Ours
cops
cat.
were
not
alerted by
PC,
one of
is
her
it?
employees. Inside her home, police found her partially eaten by, surrounded by the hungry cats.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: they say she collapsed and the cats ate her. How do we know those cats didn't just murder her?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did it start like that?
It'd probably only take a few of them to take
It says the animal rescue afterward goes, the cats were left alone on their own for 2 weeks. There was no food, so what else is there to eat?
There we go. That's my spokesperson.
Okay.
What were they supposed to do? You know,
Don't blame these poor cats.
plane crashes in the snow. You're not going to eat the other passengers after a couple of weeks. Come on.
It says, and some of the healthier cats have now been rehomed to
so
their new
nasty.
owners.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass
That's-
on
that's
the
what they
Hannibal
say.
Lecter
They go,
of
"It wasn't
cats.
clear. It
They
wasn't
also
clear
sold
what
them.
did they?
Yes.
They had to buy those cannibal cats.
Yeah.
Studies have found that cat owners who die at home risk being eaten alive by their hungry
Yeah.
Moggies?
Here's the solution.
What's a moggy?
Don't die at home.
Scientists made the shocking find after
I like
cats
that.
broke into the research center to feast on decomposing corpses in Colorado.
That makes no sense. Studies show that cat owners
Yeah,
who die at home risk being eaten alive by their hungry mothers.
You know,
Okay.
That is funny.
hey, but how about these zombie cats? Scientists made the scroll up, Jen.
What?
Scientists have made the shocking find after 2 cats broke into their research center to feast on decomposing corpses in Colorado.
Yeah.
So these zombie cats are breaking into the
Fucking
fucking
zombie
research
cat
center to
motherfuckers.
eat people.
Gotta eat,
See, Mark?
Yeah.
You still like cats?
Never been into cats.
What
I'll
if
be
this
honest
was
with you. Never
this
been
was
into
the
them.
article that changed my mind? Get rid of my cats.
The main theory is that cats are picky eaters. Once they find a food they like, they'll stick with it, whether it's people or not. Stories of people living alone who are devoured by their starving cats after they die have been doing the rounds for years.
Jordan Peterson in 12 Rules for Life, one of the chapters is like, if you see a cat, pet it, right? That's one of his 12 rules.
You see a cat.
But he said a sentence in there, he goes, well, cats technically aren't domesticated, aren't really domesticated.
domesticated.
And then he goes on his thing. And I always remember stopping, like, why did he should explain that. What do you mean they're not fully
So
domesticated?
you can't
What
you
does that
tame a
mean?
cat, you don't domesticate a cat.
Yeah.
In other words, you can tame an elephant, you'll never domesticate it. You can domesticate a dog.
Well, what are we splitting hairs here?
can
If you
domesticate
tamed
it.
it,
It's not
that's,
doing any
that's
work for you.
domesticating it.
It
So
hasn't
no, there's a
evolved
big
and
difference. So you can domesticate oxen. You can domesticate sheep. You can domesticate cows, and you use them. That's why you can milk them. You can ride them. You can domesticate a horse. You can ride it. You can use it to farm. One of the things about sub-Saharan Africa, the reason they didn't have a lot of farming land, so
Yeah.
you had hunter-gatherer tribes in. When I say sub-Saharan Africa, like which
Yeah.
was the tropical part of Africa, you didn't have animals.
Do you ever
could-
ask a question and then regret asking?
I know. As soon as we get a little intellectual,
No, I'm just kidding.
For 10 years.
No, but what is the difference between
because you can't
domesticating
domesticate,
and
you cannot. So a zebra, you could tame. You could be around a zebra if you raise it from a baby.
Yes.
That zebra,
You can't
if you try
domesticate
to
a
fucking
zebra.
ride it,
Yeah.
eventually he's going to bite you and hold on to you and then kick you to death.
you could say that about any animal.
Elephants, same thing. You cannot say that about a lot of, like, you can have an ox, you can have a faithful dog, you can have a horse and ride it forever without the risk of it turning and killing you. Sometimes it'll
Every animal
happen.
has some sort of defense
Sometimes,
mechanism.
but for the most part,
In
there's a-
general, you can do it.
there's a very big difference. It's why one of the reasons the Fertile Crescent in Europe ended up modernizing
Crescent,
faster
motherfucker.
because you were able to
Fertile
have.
Crescent.
Yeah, but I know a cat. You go like boom, and he does the little roll and everything like a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that cat is
You can do that with
domesticated.
lions
Right.
too, but you can
Jordan
never domesticate.
Peterson,
it.
that
You can
cat
tame
is
them.
domesticated.
You can tame a lion, never domesticate.
Never
They can
trust
do
a
tricks.
cat. Never
I don't
trust a
get,
cat
I
or a
still
pit
don't
bull.
understand the difference.
Elephants can do tricks too. The difference is you can never ultimately rely on them to be harmless the way a cow is, where you can milk it, where you can ride a
Cats are
horse.
just too small to do
A
it.
dog can live in your house. You can't do that with a jaguar.
Come
When
on.
a cat doesn't want to be in your arms, like it hears a loud noise, it's hurting you to get out of you. A dog, I don't think will do that.
Jaguars,
Like,
they're
they'll
run. The
submit
difference
to you
is,
holding
yeah,
you.
like you can tame it. Some animals, their instinct can never, ever be taken out of them. So their instincts, you could never, like with antelopes. Do you ever wonder why we don't breed antelopes?
I've
never wondered that. Yeah,
But it's
at
good
all.
meat.
Never in
It's
my
good
life.
meat.
Yeah.
It's because they're not hurt. They won't hurt. So if you have them in a pen and you go to get them, they will run into a wall and kill themselves.
See,
to
you're
get away.
basically the antelope of dudes. Like you're
Yeah.
never gonna get married.
Won't do it.
Yeah, you're-
you can't
I
domesticate.
will
Hey,
run
Jeff.
right into a wall.
Jeff Dye is a
That's it.
zebra
Break my
man.
neck.
That's right.
You're the zebra man.
Jeff, you're a wolf, and
Zebra
and a
man.
lot of guys
Zebra
are
man.
just dogs.
Fighter the Kid and Zebra Man.
Do you know about the Russian fox breeding program?
I sure don't.
Domesticating.
No,
I
Tell me.
missed that article, Mark.
No, it was, well, they like essentially condensed the process of domesticating foxes by only picking the ones that were super friendly to humans. Like they'd rate the response, like you open the cage and either they're hissing and or they're friendly. To you.
Hissing.
They only took the friendly ones, and over the course of like 50 years,
Yep.
now you can buy a pet fox for $10,000. and it
Nice.
acts like
Oh,
a
my!
little dog.
If you guys want one, my buddy sells them.
Does he?
Yeah, he sent me a picture. Of him
I
with
want
just
a red
fox.
panda, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
No interest.
You don't want a fox?
Not really.
Be kind of fun.
Wait,
I'd
how much
take
is
a
the
dog.
fox?
A couple
They're pretty
grand.
expensive.
Yeah, but that's
And,
all right.
then they'll eat raw meat.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
me a
they're
dog.
smart. And they
He's
look
not
cute as
gonna.
fuck.
Yeah,
And
but
they're
he's not gonna like
miniature foxes.
shit on my floor for 3 years like a golden doodle does because he can't learn stuff.
No, I don't think so.
Oh wow, as little as listen, I'm not buying a fox for $500. That's somebody that caught a fox. Like, hey, I have a fox for sale.
It's that wild girl at the Runyon Canyon.
Yeah,
Put a
they
fox
might
in
be
a car.
They might be a pain in the ass for a lot of things.
for a good small fox, you're looking about $4 or $5.
A good Arctic fox.
Yeah, I don't know the small ones with the big ears.
Yeah.
My buddy
It probably
sells them.
eats $200 in meat a week.
My buddy goes, "Hey, are you into?" Because remember, I was looking for cats. He goes, "Hey, you into foxes or sloths?" I mean, I'll
sloth?
put a sloth
You
in the
gonna buy a
backyard.
sloth?
I said I'll put him in the backyard, but will he stay in the tree?
Sloths are disgusting, by the way.
Yeah, they're
We
all
went to Costa
greasy.
Rica. Yeah, exactly. It's like
They're
they
what?
look soft.
They emit some sort of oil from its back.
Their ecosystem.
So when you
on
try to
their fur
touch
is
it, it's all
disgusting.
fucking sappy.
Yeah.
Feels like you're petting a guy with dreadlocks.
Get all sorts of,
Never
all
pet
sorts
a
of
guy
like
with dreadlocks.
living
Oh, I
you know,
have.
bacteria, and it's for.
See, $5 to $9 grand for a real prime fox, man. You're talking $5 to $9.
Will he
Prime-
walk on a
prime
leash and everything?
fox.
Oh yeah, they'll
Yeah,
walk.
they'll
with
do
you.
all
They'll
that?
sleep in your bed and
That's
shit.
amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I might look into this.
You know how many bitches you get if you had a
Fox life.
pet?
Yeah, come to my house, we'll see a
Jeff?
fox.
Yeah. Are you into foxes? Every girl's like, yeah.
Hey, I'll go, you bet I got a fox in my house? They go, you don't got a fox. I go, hey, if we go to my house and there's a fox, you have to sleep with it. She goes, that's fine.
Well,
Are you sure it's not a dog? You
Yeah,
painted?
no, how
about those-
Nah, bitch, it's a fox.
I caught
Hey,
a
how about those
alive. I
fucking-
caught a wild fox.
how about those
He's my best
cerebrals
friend.
you can have as a pet?
A snorkel?
No, the cerebrals.
Yeah, the really large cats. They seem
you
like
seen
nightmares
those?
too, because they're.
My boxing coach had one when I was coming up, and it was so wild. He put in his basement.
Yeah.
We had another little cat that would put its
Oh,
hands
jeez.
or paws underneath the. John Jones has one right now, but he had another cat that put his paws underneath
Oh,
the
those
door.
things are
Yeah,
sick.
fuck.
That
Wow.
thing went very cool. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rip your paws off.
Yep.
And he decided to
Yep.
rip his paws off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I like
another
that.
kind. What's the other cat?
And they
you
only
can
eat
have?
live
There's
meat as
another
well.
cat. It's
Yeah.
it's tan.
Look at that
Wow.
one making coffee. See, I'd buy
Oh
that.
my god!
If he made my espresso in the morning,
That's but there's another cat that's like that called what the fuck is it called?
I don't know.
It's like that. It's like a
Sphinx?
lynx. Yeah, but it's tan and
Yeah.
even bigger than that. The fuck is it? I knew a girl who had one.
Not an ocelot.
Maybe it's a
right?
caracal.
Dude,
yeah, it's a caracal.
dude, you gotta
Caracal right
you gotta
there.
be out of your mind to have kids and buy these.
Oh, yeah, no
Oh, dude,
doubt.
dude.
I looked into it because they don't shed. They're
I know a girl
hypoallergenic.
that has two of those. Look at those.
I heard you
Those
don't
are
want.
gorgeous.
I heard you don't want a monkey if you got kids too.
No,
The monkeys
absolutely
get
not.
all jealous.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
Oh fuck
fucking
monkeys! You don't want monkeys.
Look at that fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, get out of
Fuck
here. with that
monkeys.
thing.
Dude, you have that thing at your crib, you're getting your dicks up. Guarantee it.
No, I mean
It
they're
sucks.
badass.
Look at that lady. She's
That thing
doing
is
well.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, those are fake ears, right? That's a regular tabby cat, and she put those ears.
Yeah, exactly. That's all she did.
That's the crazy cat lady, and that's also Mark in 10 years.
Look at that motherfucker though. Look at those things.
They're fucking gorgeous.
Look at how big they are though.
That's a cute
You don't
cat.
want that roaming your house.
No.
Dude.
I want it to stay a
No,
kitten.
it's a
though.
mountain
That's the
lion with
problem.
pointy ears.
Yeah, and they're
dude.
killing everything, all the birds, everything.
Oh, dude, think of a house cat, how well they hunt. Then you can get that fucking thing from Africa
that's
and then
wild.
put it in fucking Tarzana and think it's
Correct.
going to be all good.
Correct.
You think you can feed that thing Chick-fil-A waffle fries? and
Oh,
just
I
be
will.
Cool?
I will.
You think, look at that fucking thing.
Yeah, that's a
It's a really
mountain lion.
specific thing to give your cat.
That's a fucking mountain.
Jeff, buy one.
I'm gonna show you what I want to
They
buy. I
don't
just
give
can't
a
find a
fuck
video of
about
it.
you.
I took a video of this thing. Look at this. Look at this creep.
Oh, dude, that's a red panda.
Yeah, it came right up to me. You can't have.
Oh,
it.
you're not joking.
Yeah, you gotta buy like the red panda. You gotta like it's like $500,000 a year from China. You gotta like rent them, and the only zoos can have them.
Told you. China
Yeah.
rents all the pandas.
Yeah.
Right.
Way to go,
Pandas.
Biden.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
Now we're gonna
Am I
lose all
right?
the
Yes,
pandas.
yeah.
Hey, Biden, inflation, gas, get the fuck out of here. Let's figure out the panda problem. Quit renting the
A
pandas
red
from China.
panda.
Red panda, cutest thing I ever saw.
So cute.
Now, you know the Pixar movie or the Disney movie, Red Panda, it's taking some heat because all they're saying is it's a young girl getting her period and then she's getting shamed for it. That's
Wait,
the whole
what?
narrative.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Like they're saying like the whole narrative of the story is it's a teenage or like a young girl getting her period.
There's like a
and how
metaphor?
people treat her all mean because when she
Wow.
gets her period, she freaks out.
I haven't seen
and
this
becomes
movie.
a red panda.
Wow.
If you have kids, you watch it, and then I do the backstory on. I'm like, okay, red panda's getting some shit.
I didn't even know there was a movie called Red Panda. The hidden meaning behind
Oh.
Disney Pixar's Turning Red.
Interesting.
You know this stuff. How do you know?
Because I have kids, and I get like
No, not that. How do you know it? But like, how would they know what an undertone or what a meaning of a movie is supposed to really mean?
You get it, dude.
Yeah.
You get it.
Because
You
remember
watch
when
enough
Ex
of-
Machina or Ex Machina, remember that movie came out? All these feminists were like, it's about how men treat women as it's a thing about how they keep women
Yeah, and they're right.
sexualized
Yeah,
and
they're
stuck
right.
in a.
Like,
I was
Like,
like,
Chin, click on is the Red Panda movie about periods. Click on it. You see it?
Oh, this one.
Yep.
Keep women
Ex
sexual.
Machina is such a good
While
movie.
parents may be caught off guard by curious kids asking questions about puberty or periods after seeing the film, experts, Disney
Yeah, what is experts? John
say the real
Lasseter.
issue is not talking about periods at all, as well as the social stigma. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to that narrative.
It just all becomes political. Everybody wants to jump on
Well, my son wants to see that new Buzz Lightyear light.
That movie looks
like-
terrible.
Yeah, I heard it's so bad, but my fucking kid wants to see it, so I can sit through this bullshit.
You're gonna hate
I'll
it.
probably listen to a fucking
Here it is
podcast.
right here. Because Disney passed on Tim Allen and they're saying because he's conservative, but he also
No, that's
has-
not true, B.
I know. 'cause
That's
he's
not
gotta
true.
deal
No,
with that.
Disney goes.
He's
no,
making a Santa Claus
No,
movie with him.
Disney
No, it just
goes.
was wrong for the character. They want Chris
Disney goes.
Evans.
No, but Tim Allen is like a comedy relief.
And he's older.
This is his origin story, and he's like a hero. So
Right.
we wanted to use a more.
You want a younger
relevant
guy.
I know it's
Alan's
dumb.
70.
Also, my kids don't know who the fucking Tim Allen
Right.
is.
But
they know
also-
Chris Evans
Yeah,
as
it had,
Captain
nothing,
America.
it had nothing to do with his conservative beliefs because apparently he has a deal with Disney. He's making a lot of money with
The
it.
he
Santa
has-
Claus movie. It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with his conservative
Yeah, no.
beliefs.
but they
here's
wanted
what-
him to be like a hero, not comedy. So they hired Chris Evans.
Here's what I don't get about this movie, and I watched the trailer to see if they would address this. Buzz Lightyear's origin story is he was made in a toy
toy.
factory and he was bought by Andy's parents. That's the
Correct.
origin. So I don't understand. They don't make any attempt to explain what origin story
Yeah, it's the original, like him as a character, as the space.
in a
cadet.
movie or a comic or what? Wait, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, dude. You know what? You're thinking too much.
I know.
It's a fucking.
But I was hoping they'd address it at least because I was going, I
But
like
also,
Toy
you
Story.
know, just watch it. You know.
I like Toy Story.
Are you going to bring your kid to it?
He's got.
He wants to go today, so I'm thinking about going. You know, it's whatever.
You can
But
explain it to
I
me.
bought him a Buzz Lightyear and the Woody thing because he got into Toy Story for a little bit. But here's the problem: when you buy those toys, on the bottom of the foot it says Andy, like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So my son, who clearly doesn't pay attention, is like, "Why the fuck is another kid's name on
Yeah,
it?"
did you steal this toy?
Dude, so I crossed it out and got a Sharpie and put Tiger on it. It's,
Did you write it like a little kid would write it, like the way Andy was
it
written?
looks horrible. It ruined the toy.
tried.
He doesn't play with it anymore. I'm like, dude, your name's on it. I was like, I don't want it, man. Things are fun. All right, dude.
Whack.
Yeah, so but also Disney, why would you put another kid's name on the fucking toy?
It's a little too accurate.
I
Yeah.
had to cross it out. It looked
Gotta cross it
ridiculous.
out.
Yeah, and he thinks it's a used toy. He doesn't want to touch it.
He thinks it's used.
Yeah, he's like,
so he
what the
won't-
Do you ever think about getting used toys?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. My life's going too well. Right? My dad would take us to Goodwill and let us pick one thing out.
Yeah.
I remember my brother got a saxophone one time. Oh God. But we don't have to play the saxophone.
just got it.
So I would just
Bang.
like, my
That
dad
ain't,
be like,
that ain't in you. Yeah. I bought my son a guitar. I was like, want to start playing a guitar? Bought him drums. He's like, hey. He goes, are you a musician? I go, no. He goes, I don't have it in me. I'm not just right up. He goes, I'm not that into music, Dad. I'm just going to be honest. And either are you. And I was like, yeah, fair enough.
No, my brother was like, Dad, Lisa Simpson plays saxophone. Like the time
Bill
Simpson was
Clinton
big.
plays
Yeah.
it.
He was like,
so he wanted it?
yeah, Jay wanted it.
Expensive,
And my
fucking
dad was
saxes.
like, no, it's so cheap. It's clearly not a real saxophone. Like,
It's $40.
yeah,
on
I don't
your
know, it was
dad.
like $60. My dad was like, I guess.
I guess.
But hey, Dad, give some lessons.
Oh yeah.
We don't know how to play this fucking honk. And
My daughter, we buy her a violin. It's kind of an expensive, thing.
Nerd.
But she's into violin. And
played it 3 times.
no, she
They're so expensive.
they left it on top of the car.
Oh, no.
It
Yeah.
drove off.
And that violin fell off in the road. And guess what? Somebody found it and somebody returned it. And it was.
Oh, nice.
All the time.
And she still plays and she's in orchestra now.
When I was a
That's
kid,
how my story ends. See?
when I was a kid,
That's gonna be the
they
end.
I
told
thought
us
it was
all
your
we
favorite
had to pick an instrument and go home and tell your parents to buy the instrument, and then we'll learn it in
That's
music class.
aggressive.
Yeah, but my parents are so cheap and rude. They're like, you don't want to learn. You're not going to learn how to play trumpet. I was like, I don't know. They told us to pick an instrument. And so they were going, we're not buying you a trumpet. So I had to go to school the next day. All the kids got their instruments. Their parents, went over the weekend, bought them the instrument. I go, my parents said I can't do it. And they go, what? They go, they said I can't have a trumpet. And then so they go, all right. So when kids would go to music class and the teacher's trying to have like an hour-long break,
playing baseball?
I'm just sitting in the classroom by myself. I was just like, would draw. Like,
Jesus Christ.
so
They're trying to
embarrassing.
get you bullied.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like in high school, they don't do it now because there's iPads and every school has one. But remember when we were in high school, not you so much, but remember when we were in high school and they make you buy a TI-83, the Texas Instrument? The thing was
No.
like $400.
What's that?
The TI-83
Oh,
calculator.
I never made it to that high of but I know the smart.
I remember my dad was like, what the fuck? I was like, you have to
Yeah.
buy this calculator from Best Buy or whatever. My dad's like, I'm
It's
not buying
expensive,
that.
yeah,
I'm like,
it
Dad, I literally won't graduate unless I get a TI-83.
Yeah.
And then you could download video games and like write messages
Look
to
at
your
that
friends
thing.
and shit.
Fuck.
Dude, that's
Jeff,
bringing
did
back
you go to college?
so many memories for me. Looking at this thing, and it had a case that like slid over the front of it.
Oh,
yeah.
so you know TI-83.
Yeah, the kids had
Before
it.
you said you did.
Texas.
No, I know. I didn't know this was called. But I would see this calculator. I was like, oh, you guys are in good math. I was with all like the 10th graders, just trying to get out of algebra 1 so I could
Sure.
graduate.
You didn't go to college?
No college. It wasn't in the cards. My GPA was like had letters in it and shit. Like I was
Yeah.
terrible at school. I barely graduated.
Really?
It's all system though, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
You're a smart dude. It's like school's just not for some
Well, it wasn't
people.
trying.
Well, it's also like, it's not that you're learning. You just learn how to pass tests.
You need context. You can't be fucking, when you're a kid and they go, you're going to learn about history. Kill me right now
Yeah.
with dates.
Also, when are we starting?
Make it relevant.
When are you going to start this history lesson?
Math is the same thing. Like the only reason I kind of did well in math was somebody explained how your mind can work. If you're good at math, you can formulate a good argument. And they made it relevant to me.
Yeah.
They made it like ammo for me. And then I was like, oh, okay. But without that, fucking.
I think that's anything with context.
course.
If you give me a backstory, I'm into it. Even with
you need a
religion.
backstory.
Like my dad was like,
Yes.
no, you're doing this. I'm like, dude, I don't know what fucking chapter we're on.
I would love
I
to
don't
do
get
school
who they're-
now.
There's so
Nothing
many,
more boring.
There's so many characters.
Correct.
Like make it more relatable,
Correct.
dude.
Correct.
Yeah, school now would be great, but I just didn't give a fuck back then. I just wanted to make everyone laugh. I get suspended all the time. Like I couldn't care less. Like all those field trips we went on, I fuck off about all that. But if you took me now, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, my
natural
son
history
now,
museum.
my son now, I'll be like, hey, dude, you want to miss school and we'll go to fucking SeaWorld or something? I'm like, no.
I do have my
I
son.
love school. I'm like, you're a dork.
I do have my
And his mom,
kid really says
yeah,
that? It
and
would say-
his mom would be like, why would you call him a dork? I'm like, he wants to go to school.
Yeah, he doesn't
She's
wanna
like, it's not
skip-
your school. I'm like, God, he's a nerd though. You get to ditch school and go to SeaWorld? He's like, SeaWorld.
with Brendan Schaub, that's another part of it. You're like, I'm famous, right?
Right?
You know, I felt so bad the other day. I told my son to sweep the floor, but he didn't really he didn't know
How to
he was-
do it?
Yeah, because nobody really taught him how to sweep. And I got.
Or he's
I
a
got
genius.
mad at
He's
him.
like, I'll just do this
He goes, I
wrong.
don't know how to sweep it. He's trying to be delicate with it. I go, just sweep the stuff up. And I'm yelling at him. And he's like, I don't know how to sweep it. No, he's telling me how to sweep the floor. We had this huge fighting over. I was like, wait, hold on. This kid actually just doesn't. Nobody told him to hold it this way, pull it towards you. There's just a technique to it. And once I taught him, he's like, you could have just told me. I felt fucking terrible.
You
Yelling
should know
at
how
him.
to sweep though, yeah?
I agree.
yeah, but just like the
Might
basics.
be a janitor one day. Who the fuck knows?
But also my son will do like
the basics.
Yeah, he
Teach
could
your
grow.
kid
He
the
might grow
basics.
up and be
Your kids gotta know the
Mexican
basics.
cleaning lady.
janitor. Yeah.
Teach him the
He
basics.
could take over the cleaning system.
You gotta-
but
sweeping is important.
Tiger say stuff like this, like Boston, he's too shit his pants. Tiger he'll go, Dad, boss says poop, get your son. Like, who the fuck are you talking
That's
to?
amazing.
Who the fuck are you? Dad,
your
get your
son.
son. Get your son. Boss says poop. Wow. Wow. It's
great. I love that he looks out for his little brother.
Oh, dude. Like I told you on the
Yeah, they
playground.
talk the way you talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they're getting it. Yeah,
Stuff, it's
exactly.
hilarious.
My son this morning is watching cartoons with my baby, his half brother on his lap, just holding on to him. They're just fucking watching TV. It was
I love
great.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, Tiger, when we go to the car show every Sunday in Malibu, but they have a playground there with sand in it. So Bossy go, Papa, take my shoes off. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's take the shoes off. There's this little, parents, I don't get it, man, especially in Malibu. And there's this little girl little kid, like a boy, throwing sand in Boston's face. And I always tell Tiger, I'm like, Papa's here. I'm a grown man. I can't do anything. If someone fucks with your brother, dude, you defend him at all costs. So I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. And I see the kid throwing sand in Boston's face. I'm like, oh, in my mind, I'm blood red. I'm like, oh, I'm going to beat this fucking
Why is the
dad
kid
up.
doing it?
Just, they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
My kids have never done that. Throwing fucking sand. I'm like, God, I'm looking at the dad. I'm like, let's go, my man. Does nothing. I look at Tiger, he's on the swings. I see him fucking track it. I'm like, come on, buddy. Come on. I
Now's
see
your
him,
chance.
Poof, jump off, just take a sand. Right in the kid's eyes. I'm like, there we go. There we go.
Just Randy Johnson
And I went,
sidearm.
no, T, don't do that. Let's get out of here. Bought him snacks, It's the way world works.
blinding other children with
I
sand.
mean,
Yeah, it's just
you
good
throw
management.
in sand. You know what I'm saying? It's a sand
Sand
party.
for sand, right? We got a sand party.
I didn't know it was a sand party. Tiger goes, I know it's a sand party. I'm
Yeah.
gonna come from the swings and
He's smart.
fuck shit up.
That's like Brendan. Brendan will like there are some actors and they'll say I want to box and I can box and then Brendan goes I'll beat you with my if you push him he goes like this he said to this one guy he goes I'll beat you with one hand. And the guy goes what? And he goes I'll beat you with one hand. And he goes but I'm gonna get real with you. I'm gonna get real with
with the one hand.
The guy was like, oh, Jesus. All right, I guess we can play this if you want to.
What you guys were describing is like a fun threat, but it's also it's got some.
No, it's just that some guys.
No, but what I'm
think
saying is,
they're
what's
I
the
wouldn't
best
actually do
one?
it.
Like, what's the best one you ever heard?
Well, my favorite is the Delta guy who somebody said, you ever kill anybody? And he goes, never stop to look, brother.
Yeah, see that kind of like movie line almost.
Or the other guy who said, I know a tough guy, and there was a giant man who came at him, and they were telling the story. And I looked at him, I said, what'd you do? Because he had two black eyes, his nose was broken. The guy was huge, and he just looked at me and he said, I met him halfway.
Listen to this. I got
That's
one.
cool to say.
One of my best friends, Brant Tobler, very funny comedian. He's got a cousin named Cato. Now, Cato, he's not as strong as you. He's not as big as us.
His name's Kato.
But
though.
Cato lives in a different world. I mean, Cato, I've seen him get out of cars, just grab a brick and do business. The guy.
He's on Love on the Spectrum season 3.
He is the best. He's the sweetest guy, but also he'll go there, right? So we're doing the show at the Phoenix Improv, and something went down with the bartender, and there was some guy, and Cato just defended the bartender's honor. That's what he claimed, and we were like, no, that's probably not what happened. But it turns out that is what happened. Doesn't matter. This guy steps to him, and Cato's not the tallest guy in the world, so we're thinking what's gonna happen here? And the guy goes, huh? Where are you from? And Cato looks up and he goes, I'm from right here, right now.
That's good.
And I was like, that's the
good.
best line.
My buddy did.
That'll shut some people
And he
down.
beat the brakes off this
Oh, my
dude.
buddy did that. My buddy goes, the guy goes,
right
what's your name?
here,
And he goes,
right now.
Yeah. The guy,
I'm gonna steal that.
this guy, football player, big guy, goes, what's your name? And my buddy, who loved to fight, goes, fuck you's my name.
I love that.
And it was on.
Because most
There's a
people
guy-
get flustered,
There's a
fuck
guy-
my name.
Exactly.
You're like,
So-
what?
So for best,
You don't
of-
have a name?
For best of, I want to do. I got a couple funny ideas. One is I'm going to take a combat pistol. There's a guy who teaches he's killed people. He's been
Sure.
in wars and stuff. And he didn't say the story, but the story was he was in Detroit. He didn't know where he was. He stops to get gas, and he has this really awesome big truck. And this these gang dudes came up to him
Gang
and said,
dudes.
Gang dudes.
Yeah,
Were they
whatever.
colored, Brian?
I don't know what they were.
Yeah.
Gang
And he
starters.
goes, the guy goes, this guy's just a hardened, he's a hardened veteran. Like a guy.
Oh, they've
who's just
seen some shit.
Living,
Yeah.
living there. And he's in his truck like that. And the guy goes, what do you got for us, man? What do you got for us? And the guy pulls up his thing.
And his
Got a
blood
gun.
pressure's not raising.
He's got a
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah, he's
the
like,
guy's got
calm.
a gun. The gang guy's got a gun. And the fucking dude, he just goes like that. And he just went like this. He pulled it out of his waist. He just pulled it out of his waist. and jammed it. He grabbed it and jammed it over his mouth, knocked his teeth like that. And he pushed him against the gas, and he goes, "What now? What now?
Oh my
That's what I got
God.
for you. I got a gun in your fucking mouth, and it's yours, you bitch."
Oh my
and
God.
He goes, "Now you can die or get the fuck out of here."
They got
They
out.
just fucking.
Well, it's like me and Mark.
That's a
were-
different dude.
on
That's a badass.
On Saturday morning, it's just me and Mark strolling the streets of Portland. Like we got
yeah.
food and coffee. We're walking around, and it was dicey, man. Of
course.
I was like, man, it's fucking weird around here, right? And then I
They're
went,
mad because you guys have homes.
yeah, and shoes.
Yeah, they're like, ugh,
Yeah, and,
hot
and
shots.
full bellies. Yeah, like, oh, look at these.
Look
Tom
who it is. They
Cruises.
can afford a coffee.
Oh wow, they got beanies on. But I was telling Mark, I'm like, there's a part of me that wants somebody to do. I was like, I struggle with this. There's a part of me
Yeah.
that hopes like some gang or something stumbles upon us. I go, because between you and me, I feel like we could handle ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
part of me that would love to test
Start
that
giving
theory
people a
out.
beating.
I would
Yeah,
love
see
to
what you're
test that
made of.
out.
That's part of- yeah,
That'd
exactly.
be fun. And I'd tell Mark, I'm like, I hope somebody fucks with us. Just like these Portland like
It is fun.
badasses. There'd be somewhere we could just let loose a little bit.
Yeah, just-
And
Yeah,
it's
but it has to be
legal.
justified 'cause you're
it's legal.
honorable men. Yeah,
like
exactly.
no, I'm not gonna bully
They have to fuck
anybody.
with you.
Yeah, I want them to
Yeah.
be like, hey, what the fuck you doing?
We're being wronged here.
What are you doing at our coffee shop? And it'd be like the Bronx Tale. I'd be like, Mark, lock the door.
and just squeeze him.
And then I'd stretch. Like, is he stretching? I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
There's a comic in Boston.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, which sucks because he'd love for me to give him some credit here. But he got mugged, or not mugged, but a guy put a gun in his back and was like, basically, give me all your money. And this is a true story. It's not fabricated at all. The guy puts a gun in his back, goes, give me all your money. He goes, I got $2 to my name, and you're gonna have to fucking kill me to get it. The guy just
Because
left.
like this is such a waste of time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot a guy for
Well, it's
$2.
like Rogan was talking about this, where there's a vet. He's seen like so many tours, and he was driving in when the riots were going on, and he was in an Uber. He was an Uber driver, but he's a former vet. And the person asked to go someplace, and he stumbled upon where the protests were happening, and the guy pulls out like an AR-15 on him, and he goes, "Huh, that's interesting. I've served 7 tours in Iraq,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty familiar with an AR-15. Very cool." Takes out his Glock, goes, "Kaka." I'm sorry, where'd you want to be dropped off at?
Just shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who shot who? I'm so
the Uber
confused.
driver shot the random protester with the AR-15 because he's pointing at him, which is to me a
100%.
move that's threatening your life.
No, that's
and
deadly, that's
been
intent
in,
with deadly force.
and
That's-
that guy's been in all the tours
shot.
and went, "Oh, interesting. When I was overseas and someone would point a gun at
You're
me,
gonna die."
they were trying to kill me. Very cool. Hey, Bubba, cool. I know I drive Uber right now,
That's-
but I have a history.
It's called rules of engagement. And if
Yeah,
you
but
pick
I-
up,
but-
a-
but
you
he-
pick up
Where
a
you headed?
rifle. you
Anywhere
shoot.
but here now.
I didn't finish the Rogan episode. It's with our boy
Colin Noir.
Colin Noir, but I'm pretty sure that guy got charged. Even though the guy pointed a
Yeah.
automatic rifle at him, he went, "Oh, cool, kik."
Yeah.
Now make sure you tip me on your way out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's 5-star. That Uber driver.
I think
for
if you
sure.
point a fucking AK-47 at somebody or an AR-15,
That's a move of aggression.
Well, it's rules of engagement. You're trying to kill me, and I shot
Yeah,
back.
Chin, I don't know if that guy went to prison. I thought
self-defense.
Corleone
So I
said he
remember
got
watching
charged.
the episode, and Jamie found out that the investigation is still going on. So we're not sure what's going to happen.
It's
I
also
would be-
tough
in
to
Texas,
prove
he'll get
that he
off.
pointed the AR-15. He could be
Not
one of his
really.
just
Yeah,
has
no.
Well,
like
that
this.
witness in the back's like, yeah, no, 100%. I was scared for my life. He pulled the AR-15.
Oh,
and
he's
you're like,
good.
yeah, no doubt. Bop,
Oh,
bop.
then you're all right then.
Maybe.
He'll be okay.
Well, it's like that Kyle Rittenhouse. He's like a superstar.
Yeah, because
he's making all. You know,
you
he's
look at the evidence.
You know, he's suing Biden, Oprah,
And
and
I
LeBron
hope he makes
James.
money, too.
Oh, money, dude, Bubba. He'll make $500 million.
Yeah, probably.
Like, dude, just go through it. LeBron, billionaire. Oprah, billionaire. Biden, probably a billionaire that we don't know about, right? So it's like they're just gonna set them like, hey, each one of you morons,
Yep.
because you labeled me a racist, said I shot black people, which I shot mainly white people and bad people, right? And there was nothing racist behind it.
Yep.
And I was in the court of law found innocent, and you put a fucking label out on my head and painted the narrative this way. I want $100 million from each you bitches. Otherwise, we're going to court. I'm for sure going to win.
Well, because like the media,
We're going to settle. He'll make
He's
no
gonna
joke,
make
probably
great
minimum $50 million.
the trial of media suggested like just saying Kyle Rittenhouse's name is like a.
But did you see when you saw the evidence? You went, "This kid was fucking now."
But even me, I went, "Oh, that's terrible. He shot black people." And then you look at it like,
He didn't shoot
"Oh my
black
God, that guy pointed a gun at him. He defended himself.
He killed
Another
a
guy
white
hit him
guy.
in the head.
Killed
with
white guys.
He killed white guys. And one white guy
One
was
of
a
them-
rapist, like a pedophile.
child molester.
Yeah, it's insane.
and crazy. Yeah,
Insane.
fuck those guys.
Is
Yeah.
framed as totally the opposite.
Oh, dude, you watch. You're like, I was watching the trial closely. Like, holy.
Try to
shit.
even bring up Kyle
They attacked
Rittenhouse's
him.
name on stage. See how quick the audience.
Nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
They will. I've done it.
You can't
They
even
don't look at facts.
No,
I know.
but wherever you're at, be Texas,
That's the
Arizona,
problem.
California. Don't
all
even talk
they
about
know is that's that kid that did that
Yeah.
racist thing.
I have
that-
friends still
yeah.
that are
Nobody
like,
looks into
oh,
it.
I can't believe he's going after CNN. I'm like, but they
Right.
he's like,
They don't want to look
Dude,
into
I have some Fauci and Newsom and Garcetti jokes. Be careful in LA and the crowd.
Yeah.
Dude, they'll turn on you, man.
Yeah. Well,
Which so I'm like, what? Like obviously they're political figures. They're up for jokes. Like no matter where you side on, who gives a fuck?
because because the media successfully connected him to
Right.
supremacists.
You know, whenever I made fun of Donald Trump on stage, nobody ever told me to stop being political.
Yeah.
They were always so fine with it.
Trump was
And
a
then I
different
do
animal.
a Joe Biden joke, or I say like, I think I'm a guy because I have a dick, and they're like, stop picking on the trans people. You're like, I'm not.
What else you got, Jen?
Hold up. This right here.
Oh, so it's my boy Miles Teller. This is fantastic, dude.
do you know him? You know
Yeah,
Miles?
very well. Yeah,
Really?
we lived together when I first came to LA.
No shit.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
How's that?
The talented
He's
guy.
really good friends with Scotty McKnight, who I played football with.
Oh, wow.
And I remember when I met him, at the time he wasn't doing shit. He was like booking small roles. And I remember thinking, God, that his confidence, not cocky, but his confidence was crazy because he goes, oh, I'm going to be the next Marlon Brando. And I go, good luck with that. You remember, that's like
Pretty big
an open
statement,
micer
yeah.
going, I'm going to be the next Dave Attell. You're like,
Yeah.
have fun with that, buddy.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
journey is
just the statement is a
But but literally,
Hell of he's a musician, right? Drummer.
grew up playing,
Yeah.
but an actor through and through.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, I'm the next Marlon Brando. I went, oh, have fun with that, buddy. Anyway, I kept going.
Sure.
I mean, kid's crushing it.
Crushing
But so this story
also a really good actor.
Oh, he's fantastic. This story's hilarious. So because he was in the new Top Gun and he's flying the planes all the time, he's flying the planes and he's around the planes all the time. And then he just breaks out in hives. Like his body has some crazy allergic reaction. He goes to the doctor to get blood work. He had to take a bath in like oat or something to get rid of the
Oat milk.
hives. And so oat milk. And so the doctors give him his toxicology report back, and he has jet fuel in his bloodstream because he's been around planes in the jet. So it's super poisonous. This is the story.
That's so method.
How crazy is this? He goes up to Tom Cruise the next day. Tom goes, man, you all right? How you feeling? Did you get any reports back? And he goes, yeah, man. They said I have jet fuel in my system. And this is the most Hollywood thing of all time. Tom Cruise goes, I was born with it, brother, and walks away.
You know what? Hey, you know what? By the way,
So dope.
by the way, shout out to Tom Cruise.
The greatest
Born
guy of
with
all
it,
time. You'd be
yeah.
like, no, seriously.
I almost died yesterday, Tom.
I blood poisoning.
I was
dude.
born with it.
He goes, he pats on the back, goes, I was born with it, brother, and
That's
walks
amazing.
away. You'd be like, whoa.
Oh, and by the way, I believe that. Tom
Yeah.
Cruise, I mean, I don't know how old he was. when
I believe he believes
He made that
that.
movie, he was
Yeah.
60. I don't know how old he was. He's unbelievable.
You still haven't seen the movie.
No, I did. I
you
saw it
saw
with
it.
my son. Fucking unbelievable.
Unreal.
I mean, dude,
And, like,
he's
as
still
far as
doing
Have
it.
you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I never go to movie theater.
No, but it's also
Take a date.
I don't like sitting by someone and not talking. I'm a
No,
talker.
dude.
No, but that one,
Yeah.
like my girl.
It's a throwback,
Mexican
too.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like she's more
Makes you
anti-American.
patriotic.
Oh, dude, I was like, I was like this.
I don't think I need any more of that in
But
me.
Bubba, it's a
I
reaction.
do. I can't get enough.
It's a
I'm too
reaction to the
patriotic.
woke thing. It's a literal movie. Men, women, gender lines are strong. America the Great. It's
right.
all this fucking. It's like
I am this
it's like
movie.
Be proud. It's honor, duty, life and death shit.
But hey, B, why
all the
do you
shit.
think that's the biggest movie in America?
Correct, because that's.
Oh wait, but Buzz Lightyear's not doing well. But explain that to me.
Exactly.
Because I thought everyone agreed with
No,
the woke.
it's a reaction. It's a fucking reaction.
I know,
to
but
the
why is Top
bullshit
Gun
we've
doing
been
so
dealing
well?
with.
It's strange.
Yeah, I know.
I don't get it.
Feel good movie.
Weird.
America's
It's like
not all bad.
everyone's sick of this shit.
Yeah.
And then when you celebrate America, Americans go, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we're about.
Of all colors. You got a Hispanic woman, you got black dudes.
Yeah,
you got
she was the
white
worst pilot,
dudes.
but yeah, sure.
She was,
Yeah.
I think she's so hot.
Yeah.
That movie I shot, one of the wardrobe ladies who was really cool, her name's Jessica, but I just said, I love America. And she goes, careful now. And I go, what?
no.
I just said, I love America. You don't love America? She goes,
that what she
that's
said?
how dangerous things get started. And I go,
Fuck
saying
off.
that I love America?
You
She
kidding?
goes, that's how Nazis. And I go, but it just showed how little she was.
Wow.
To love your country is a dangerous path to go. It's like, what are you talking about?
When I was touring overseas in like Australia, I was in London, Dublin, and I'd go in the taxis. They'd go, "Oh, you're American, huh?" And they'd like make fun of us, and I'd be like, "What? Nothing will rot." You're like, "This is the way you view us."
Yeah.
What? Are you out of your fucking mind, dude?
Yeah, it's great to
What's
love
wrong
your
with
country.
you? Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll fight you right. What? I'm not even in the military. What the fuck is happening? Yeah, and it was when Trump was president, so like, oh, Trump, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of...
Bro, look at your fucking country. You're making fun of us? I can't even name your guy.
Yeah, you know our guy.
Yeah, you know our guy. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Well, the...
Enjoying that cheeseburger, dude? Where do you think that came from?
Also, it's cool. We're like a melting pot. So we have all the cultures. We have all
I
the
can't stand
stuff.
the people like that. Careful now. And this woman said, I didn't want an American flag in my classroom. It made me feel uncomfortable. You get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
that's
here.
I would pull my
You can go fuck
bro,
yourself.
I would pull my kid from the school.
Dude.
That I draw the
Dude,
I
you get
draw the line
fuck
there.
out of here. Then go somewhere else.
Oh, you want me to fire you up real quick?
I can't take
So my father-in-law was a
because I
police
can't
officer, highway patrol for 30 years. And he retired. He goes, it's not safe. The new DA is out of control. They're letting criminals off. It's not safe for anybody. This week, early in the week, 2 cops were ambushed and shot and killed.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then the other guy was shot in the face 4 times. He's going to survive it. But the 2 cops that were killed, because of Garcon, our DA, this guy is a gang member who was on parole and violated his parole, should have been in prison. But there are 2 backed up.
Recall that piece of shit. Recall that
So
piece of shit.
hold on, B.
Garcon.
So because he went to jail, they slap on the wrist for beating his wife with a gun. He pulls a knife on his wife. His wife goes, "This isn't safe. I'm gonna go to a hotel." He later that night falls to the hotel. She calls the cops. Goes, my husband's here and with a knife. He's trying to kill me. We need to do something. 2 cops show up. He ambushes them, kills both of them, and then he gets in a shootout with the cops, dies. But prior to that, violated parole.
Oh yeah.
Multiple time criminal.
Yeah, let him out.
And Garcon,
Yeah.
slap on the wrist.
Sure.
Talk to a cop about this right now. You will fucking be ready to run through a fucking brick
I lose
wall,
my
dude,
mind over it.
about Garcon
It
and
was
how so
predictable.
he's
It was predictable. That's what LA and the people that vote him in are people. A lot of times, the people that support someone like Gaston are people that live in gated communities or have their own private security.
Talk to
et
cops
cetera, et
about it.
cetera.
Talk to cops about the Garcon right now. Talk to him. But also, but with Garcon, remember, Garcon was the DA in San Francisco. It's a shit show up there. To me, that'd be like
I got all this game from my boy.
That'd be like a quarterback throwing 40 interceptions,
Yeah.
and the Broncos being like, you know what? I like what he
we see
did with
something in
that.
that
Yeah,
guy.
we'll take him.
100%.
And then he throws 50 interceptions. You're like, what the fuck?
How
what's
could we
great?
know?
Yeah, like,
And you know
well,
what's
we didn't
crazy?
know.
He was a cop. Garcon was a cop. Too. So crazy.
What else you got, Jim?
Fucking douchebag.
A lot of cat news today. What more do you got?
Oh
for
yeah,
us?
hey, there we go.
This wasn't that graphic.
I think they ended it, but
It's another cat story.
They cut right
you
to
weren't
the
kidding.
pool of blood.
This is my
after
point.
the
I
guy's
might get a
handed
point
up.
with Mark, and this is all just randomly
related.
showed up. I didn't type
Yeah.
in dangerous cats.
No, this is true.
Well, this guy deserves
Although-
it, right? Like,
I would never like. You just
deserves
it's
it.
feeding time too. So why are you
Well,
sticking your
look,
hand in there
well,
during
oh,
feeding
dude.
time?
thought it was-
Never.
so it is
never,
pretty
never.
graphic, B, because this, right, and then it cuts to
That.
That'd
that
be
is
graphics,
crazy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, he got his hand.
You know what's horrific? This video. You can get a video it
He got his hand bit off, but dumb.
But also, the guy recording, could you jump in and help the
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
He's like, holy
He might
shit,
have.
world
He might-
star.
He might have. He
It was
might
a
have.
girl. I think it was a girl filming.
Also,
But I
you
mean-
probably have better luck if there's not a fence there because you're pulling away, and a cat's not going to let go of something pulling. You could almost like go in, like you can play with a cat and go into its.
Bro, I didn't know he
eyeball,
died.
Yeah, hard
Jesus was rushed to the hospital where he refused to allow doctors to amputate his badly mangled hand by the tiger before dying of a heart
He
attack.
was only 23 years old, so that
Yeah.
was terrible for him. He went through such shock.
And he's like, no, just leave my hand. They're like,
Yeah.
what?
What hand?
That is so. That story's scary.
People that happens.
I didn't know he
You can die. You
died.
can die of grief. People will die of grief.
Oh, that school shooter that
Yeah.
shot his wife, who was a teacher. The next day, he died of
Stress.
a broken heart.
Yeah.
Stress.
That's right.
Horrible.
Yeah.
But Mark, the point of all of this
The
is,
point of all that, yeah, I brought these
Cats
videos up today.
no, my point is,
Cats are
yeah.
mean.
cats aren't a reason to stick anywhere.
You're gonna have to put.
That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing all this.
You're gonna have to put those cats down, man.
No,
Yeah.
just leave them. Just leave them. My point is to get him to leave these cats.
Yeah.
Carry on, Chin. We might have to edit that so Mark doesn't get in trouble.
Why not?
Nothing. There's nothing. This is just a
It's
fucking
a
joke.
deep cut.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, unless you guys want to hear about
There
the
it is.
Eagle Eradication Alliance.
yeah,
which
yeah.
Somebody
The
posted.
eagle what?
The Eagle Eradication Alliance, which somebody posted on the last clip that we posted because we were talking about eagles. And this is a joke page where it's like, we need to get rid of all eagles. Like
Total eradication
eagles.
of these flying pests.
Yeah,
I
eagles
do
haunt.
love this kind of stuff. Like birds aren't real.
because
or any
people
of
are
those
taking it super seriously.
Pigeons
you know?
are spies.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You know,
so
like
good.
this
I believe
woman-
in that.
This
But I
one
love it.
post is
Someone-
like,
Eagle
We
eradication.
need America's
Literally
great
shut the
patriots like
fuck up.
AOC and Ted Cruz to come together and bring justice to the marmots, mice, and voles who are never
Great
seen
patriots
obeyed.
like AOC and Ted Cruz. AOC's out of her mind.
This is
now at
great.
this point, AOC is just doing stuff for clickbait.
Eagle eradication.
She's no different than the YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like some of the shit she says, you're like, what?
Is
the
that true?
fuck?
Yeah, but hey, she's got
It's
the
some of-
heavies, dude.
What? What'd you say?
I said she's got the heavies.
What's that? Oh, titties?
I haven't seen her
she's,
chest.
what
She's
Schultz
attractive.
says.
Yeah,
I've
she's-
only seen those like deep fakes where it's like her face on like a porn star or something like, and I thought it was
I mean, she
real.
covers
I
it up,
said it to
you
a
know.
friend. He goes, "That's not real."
It's a bummer
dude."
she's so
I was like,
attractive. It'd be way better if she was like a warlock.
What is
She's
she?
out of her mind.
I read a weird thing the other day. She is hot.
She's so hot.
Go to the news though, Chin. She's hot, right? Then read
Wait,
this.
there's a-
Go,
Yeah, what is it? What is
if
the
you go to
latest,
all, if you go to
yeah.
news
what
or all,
sparked this AOC death?
Yeah, but she thinks we should all die because we're white guys.
This one?
You know, I kind of agree with her though.
I
gotta
don't.
say, yeah.
She calls me an oppressor, and I don't support
I have a
that.
lot of white guilt.
I'm not a colonizer or an oppressor.
No, you're not.
no, she's
I didn't
insane.
do anything.
Yeah.
No.
'Cause
Sorry, my
you're in
ancestors
denial
were
about it.
dickheads.
It's your fault.
She's
Not my
just-
fault.
Everybody was dickheads
She's
back
just
then.
attractive.
Sure, it's true.
Then she went to the Met Gala and wore that like $5,000 dress and was talking about
Who's she married
Tax
to?
the rich.
tax the rich.
It's a tough
That's her,
one.
that's
huh?
her smart idea.
Being a wealthy
I never
socialist.
heard that before.
Do you imagine being her husband? Like, would you just shut up for 2 seconds?
That guy?
Oh, redhead. Don't trust him,
That guy?
Giant redhead.
dude. That guy's such a cuck. Imagine being married to that. Like you're just like
She's married to a white guy with a red beard.
Correct. The redhead. Is
She's
what-
full of shit. I don't think she believes any of the stuff she's saying.
She is gorgeous. Though.
She can't believe all the stuff she's saying if that's her husband.
Dude, I bet she comes in. She's like, "Where's dinner, bitch? Hey, hey, Firecrotch, where the fuck's my meal?"
Exactly.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Hey, cuck boy, where's my toast?
He looks like a giant, though. He looks like a giant man.
Oh wow, I wouldn't think.
In
that.
some of them, he looks strong, and in some of them, he looks weak.
Jesus Christ, who's that?
What is going
That's
on?
right at
here?
the thing. See, it says tax the rich. Although it costs $150,000 to eat a meal at that.
Oh,
Met
they're not
Gala.
married.
They're engaged.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
A single vice president?
Yeah,
Has that ever
she's,
happened?
She's not get voted in. Not a chance. Not a chance. No. We learned our lesson with Kamala Harris. Yeah, who's also back in the day very attractive.
Yep.
Bad
Yes, she
shit crazy.
was.
But her, you're not messing. She has some political sweater
I
hitters.
am such an idiot.
She has some liberal hitters, dude.
I thought that was the vice president.
Oh no! I get how you can see that.
You
yeah.
don't follow politics.
No.
He's like, I don't follow the
You go,
NBA.
no, she's not going to get in. I was like, wait, what?
Wait, I don't follow NBA.
He thought it was Kamala
gonna tell
Harris.
Brandon.
That was Kamala Harris.
Well, there we have it. Well, it's a good thing.
Brendan doesn't know who the vice president is.
Jeff Dye is not political, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that
He
was.
knows his sports.
No, yeah.
You're with me at the Shop and Friends on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
You, me, Adam Carolla, Trevor Wallace,
It's going to be good.
Craig. We got a very special guest
Good
as well
lineup.
coming. Yeah,
Nice.
it's going to
Good
be
lineup.
beast. And then where are you at, Jeff?
And then not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm at CB Live in Phoenix, Arizona.
great room.
I love that room.
Great
I
room.
love those shows. Please come. And then Mic Drop Comedy Club in San Diego. It's a new club. It's a great club. I'm there July 22nd, 23rd. And then Tampa, Florida in August.
That'd be
for
fun.
2 nights. I'm going to try and throw out a first pitch
Yeah.
for the Rays while I'm out there.
Good team.
Yeah. And,
My least favorite team. But
so those are the dates. Come check them out. They're going to be fun.
And
I'm
then,
gonna
like
be
I
in the-
said,
oh, sorry.
Jeff and I will be at the Improv Wednesday night with Trevor Wallace, Adam Carolla, Craig, and then a very special guest at Shab and Friends. One show only at 8 p.m. in Hollywood, California, Hollywood Improv. And then the Trash Panda Summer Tour continues in Fort Wayne, Indiana, July 14th through the 16th. San Diego, California is July 21st through the 23rd at the Laugh Factory in the heart of San Diego. Baltimore is August 4th through the 6th. And then just added is Appleton, Wisconsin, September 8th through the 10th. Houston's on there, Boston's on there. Get your tickets at fatkz.com or thickboy.com. Also, thickboy.com. I didn't know they were doing this big of a discount. It's 50% off the entire goddamn website. 50% off just for Father's Day. That ends, I think, Sunday night. Go to thickboy.com right now for the Father's Day sale. This is for all the dads out there. You get 50% off. You're welcome.
Nice.
Brookfield, Wisconsin, Milwaukee Improv, July 21, 22, 23. Get yourself some. Austin, Texas, Cap City, July 28 to the 30th. Nashville, Tennessee, Zanies, August 25,
You got
27.
4 great clubs there, B.
Great
that was
clubs.
a good one.
And then my episode, Best of, Doing well on YouTube, and we got another
it
one
available
dropping
right
on,
now?
Yep, another one dropping on Monday. Every Monday we're going to be dropping best of.
Every Monday.
Yes, sir.
Is this
days a
going up
week.
today?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No. This goes up
times a month?
Monday.
Oh yeah. So
It goes
today.
up Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll
So
figure
this
it out.
this
Brian, as you guys are listening, Brian's in Greece.
I'm in Greece.
And I have my skeptical hip eyes about this. Private jet, Greece.
Yeah.
You're a toilet girl. You know what I'm talking about?
You think so?
You're gonna be doing something for that private jet.
You think
please.
so, man?
Yeah.
I will do something.
You're gonna take out those Invisaligns. Daddy's going to work, right?
I got to take the Invisaligns out.
Because
Do you want me to lose these?
You don't get
Yeah.
to go to Greece for
Okay.
free, right?
No.
You're gonna be paying.
I will say nobody on the boat speaks English, so I don't know what that means. But
Whoops.
I know I'm wearing something.
American.
They have an outfit.
You
for
wear
me.
something American.
I'm wearing the American
Yeah.
flag.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I apologize.
It's gonna be
to
fucking
everybody.
sick.
It's gonna be hot.
All right, kids, we love you. Jeff Dye, you're the best.
Thanks for having me, boy.
Jeff-
This is
Ray.
the Fire and the Kid and the last bro. We're out.